Hello gamers, welcome to a brand new DSP video. Now I did not change the volume settings, I did take a picture of the volume settings, so I have something to reference if I ever decide to change the volume settings for whatever reason, so I do have a reference for it. The only difference now would probably be the location of where I am in relation to the mic. That might be the only thing, but so far, OBS has me in the green, so it should be pretty good. I think it's pretty solid, but we'll deal with it when we deal with it. But we're gonna take a look at the Like a Dragon nonsense that happened when the game came out. So let's get going.
The hate army troll.
It's the hate army, bro.
Hate army.
Shout
that
out
guy.
to
Hate on the
Hate.
fucking
Good
hate.
vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout
for
out to
hate.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
Hey, good morning.
And yes, he's playing dubbed, so
How's so good?
I am kind of looking forward to DSP's, the guy's reaction to the youngster. Because to me, I have a hot take. Everyone's gonna, like, think whatever. I liked him in JoJo. I liked him as Poochie. I thought he did a good job there, and that was it. I heard him in Demon Slayer. He was a very forgettable performance. I didn't really care. It was just like, okay. But him as Kiryu, there's a lot of clips that I've seen that look really bad, and I kind of feel that, to a degree, I do think that the clips kind of make him look worse than how he sounds in the game. That said, I don't think he's a good Kiryu, so don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say he's good as Kiryu or anything like that, but he yet again has delivered a forgettable performance, which is kind of bad for a character like Kiryu, obviously. But it's just a very, like, straightforward kind of bland delivery, and that's kind of it. I don't think he's a good Kiryu. I think that he shouldn't have gotten that role. He could have been anyone else, in my opinion. I know he's also in Persona 3 Reload, and he's an S-Link character, so that to me is like, that's fine. I mean, he's probably more suited for a role like that than the face of the Yakuza games. But I heard him in this game, and it's like, okay, yeah, this is kind of like a bland performance. So at best, he's forgettable, which is, not a great compliment, because obviously you don't want to be a forgettable, actor in a project, but that's like the high point, is that he's forgettable and just standard. Like, it's nothing like, it's not like awful, but it's not like it just doesn't fit the character, and that to me was my biggest problem when I first saw the clips. It was just that his voice just doesn't fit him, and to a degree, I do think that I don't think there is a equivalent in the English language to match Kiryu. Just completely. Like the only reason I am playing this game dubbed, by the way, is just Ichiban. I like that voice actor. I like his work and all that stuff. So that's pretty much it. That he's just that good that he can hold it. He can, hold the whole dub together. But if you were to ask me, Theo, how should you experience the Yakuza games? I would obviously say subbed without a second thought, because obviously the games are Japanese in nature, and I think the sub just kind of lends itself more to that. I do think that's fine to pick whatever, floats your boat, but I just think that, sub is definitive. I just only want to play dubbed because I like the voice actor who voices Ichiban, and that's kind of it. He's the only, everyone else is good too, except for the youngster, and that's kind of it. That's my hot take. I'm sure people are gonna, roll their eyes, and that's fine. That's fine. But I cannot wait to see the guy's reaction, because it's either going to be one of two things. Either going to bandwagon it and go with everyone else against, saying, this guy sucks, he's not good. Or does he not good? Whatever. Or he's going to be a more super white knight for the youngster. He might be youngster's #1 fan. Maybe. I don't want to put any thoughts in the guy's head, but it can either go one of two ways. And I'm going to say this, I'm probably going to be the only, between DSP and me, I'm probably going to be the more rational opinion on the youngster than the guy. The guy's going to have some wacky opinion, probably, but we'll get to there when we get to there. Okay, let's go. Let's fucking go.
Kun.
We got the young
Let's give it
dilemma
all we got today, yeah?
situated.
Sure. Listen, can I talk to you for a
Oh
second?
no, is he gonna get laid off?
Huh? Oh, is this about organizing the warehouse? Don't worry, I'm on it.
Oh no!
No, you see, there's something you should know.
He's gonna get laid off.
Why don't we grab a meeting?
Oh no, he's gonna get laid off.
Look how happy he is. This dude, like, he cries during Marvel and like God of War? Whatever. All these like other soy-based games. And DSP is like watching this like, he's gonna get laid off, man! Whoa! Like it's a fucking like theme park ride. Like he's getting like amped. He's like getting excited. He's like, hell yeah, man. Look how happy he is. He's happier here than he is at his wedding. Think about that.
Oh my god.
Sure.
And honestly, this is like this kind of like annoyed me when I was watching this because it you can only stomach fucking like people getting excited during a movie. Like it's like you're watching a movie and you're seeing some like fucked up scene and a dude in the theater like doing like just during it. It's like what the fuck? Like I know sometimes people like kind of laugh to like ease the tension, but it's like this isn't easing the tension. This is like a psychotic laugh about a dude losing his job. Like look how happy he is. Even in this frame, he's doing a May 1st pose.
All right, never mind. If you remember, I said the opening to the first game was ultra depressing. This opening is also ultra depressing. I take it all back. I thought it was a different tone. It's totally.
Dude, what does he think these games are about? Like story-wise, you know, obviously they're gonna have some drama to them, and he's acting as if like this is like Yakuza, like a funny, fun time fucking story. Almost all of them have some kind of either murder or like whatever happen. Like, come on.
Yes, he got laid off. Oh my god.
I know. Crazy timing.
Oh.
Dude, like this was driving me up the wall because I'm like watching like, and by the way, when I was playing this, I was fucking doing some like the good stuff, the 420 stuff, obviously, and I was like, oh shit, oh my god, what the fuck, whatever. But I wasn't sitting there laughing like back and forth, and I was stoned. Stone Theo didn't even laugh, and stoners usually laugh at everything because they're stoned, man.
Remember how it was supposed to renew end of next month? Well, I thought about trying to get you a raise, but just yesterday.
You know, I will say it is kind of petty of me to kind of like mock DSP for laughing, but this dude makes it so easy. This dude is so obnoxious. So it like he makes himself a target for shit like this.
Hall went and denied the renewal.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Was there a problem with my quality of work?
Wow.
Oh, no. Kasuga-kun, you've done an outstanding job. But apparently the city's budget is getting pretty tight. It seems they've no choice but to
So
start.
why didn't he laugh when the guy was like when Drax was saying how his family died? Why wasn't he laughing during that? Oh my god, he's gonna say his family got killed. Oh my god, and he did say it. Oh my god. But no, instead he was like, my life's been tough. It has. Kind of shit.
Cutting
Wow.
Soundboard is not open. I'll figure it out
Right.
later.
I see.
I was wondering why my stream deck is like not on, and I was like, oh yeah.
This is terrible, man.
I
Understood.
restarted
So
my
now,
computer
the only way
recently.
this could get worse is if like now he gets diagnosed with like a debilitating illness.
Oh
Right?
my god,
What?
dude. I mean, I'm like on chapter 4, chapter 5 of Like a Dragon. Dude, this is so fucking. I'm already annoyed. This is gonna be a cursed playthrough. Because so far, like, it is really to the point. I'm kind of guessing he knows the twist at this point. Like, this is like insane. Oh my god, this might be the worst playthrough of the year, and it's not the game's fault. It's not the game's fault. It's not the game. It's him. Literally him. It's all Phil's fault.
I mean, can you really compound this any worse at this point?
Let me just say, thank you for putting up with me. Guessing I'm done after this month? Well, for what it's worth, I'll be sure to finish strong.
No. We'd actually like it if today could be your last day.
Wow.
Leave right now.
Do
Wow.
you want me to use my PTO? I mean, it's true I never took any, but I don't think I have that much stored up, do I?
Oh, well, you won't have to worry about that. They made an exception, and will mark the rest as PTO as well. They hardly ever do something like this.
Jeez, I don't deserve that.
Swaggo Nito says, stop predicting the plot. You've been too accurate so far. You're absolutely right.
Oh my god.
He better not get sick. Come on,
If you give me
man.
any special treatment, I can just work until...
I'm really sorry.
Oh God.
This is-
What if that's
my
the
God.
plot? What if he gets like he's
Pausing
gonna die of
again.
cancer in like 3 months?
Dude, this dude it's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
So he goes to Hawaii as his bucket list. Come on, that better not be
Oh
what
my
it is.
God. I
just
and by the way, this is another thing I hate about this dude playing this game is so far every time he's talked about it, it's just him like having a hard on for Hawaii. And it's like, dude, like I get that's like the setting and you want to get there for obvious reasons. But my god, man, like this dude like is not enjoying what the game is and is just thinking Hawaii. I mean, and it's like it's a virtual Hawaii. It's not like even real. And you know what? This fucking dude, man, is sitting there mocking people who like have anime waifus and all this stuff. Like all these games have like dating segments like Persona, this game, or whatever the fuck. And he mocks that like, oh, this is for the perverted people, man. Oh, the hostess clubs, that's for perverted people. Blah 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 blah. All this shit. Mocks people for going to hostess clubs, both in this game and in real life. Whatever. But then this dude is like fantasized about going to a virtual Hawaii. This dude is so fucking pathetic. He's shitting on so many people, but he does the same shit. But I guess the difference is that he's fawning over an island and not a virtual girl with boobs. Like, dude, you're simplifying why people go to hostess clubs to perverted reasons. Not everyone goes to hostess clubs to get their dick sucked. Like, come on. And this dude is like, yo, man, people are pathetic. But then he's like, has these dumbass, like, fucking dreams about going to Hawaii in this fucking game just to see the food he can't even eat in real life. Ugh.
It better not be what it is, man. No.
Just know I'm grateful
No.
to you, all right?
No.
Okay.
I swear to God, I didn't write this game, too,
Well,
by the way.
Yeah, we know, because
you
there's
for
not a lot of
everything you've
food
done
jokes
for me.
in the game, so that's
No,
kind of the
no,
tip
no,
off.
Thank you.
Okay, Like a Dragon,
Oh
Like
my
a Dragon
God.
9 comes out. Ichiban starts the game. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hello Work. I hope you guys are not stinky doo-doo employers. Ha ha ha. That's when we'll know DSP is in the writing room. Or he's like, I gotta
The only
take
way-
a steamy shit. Hershey squirting, man.
What could possibly get worse is if now he's murdered by a golf club in the next hour, right?
Oh my god, dude. Like, move on.
Someone just brutally lures him into a room and beats his brains out with a golf club. And the rest of the
Golf.
game, he's not in it. That would probably be the worst thing that could possibly happen. I don't think it'll get that bad, though. One game's already done it. It's going to be hard to top how bad that one was. So anyway,
oh my god,
I guess
you know
that's
what?
that.
I didn't think about this. For some reason, that joke like flew over my head because I kind of wasn't paying attention. But it's a stupid Last of Us 2 joke. And again, like, I'm not even gonna fucking talk about it. I'm tired of that fucking game already. Enough.
So I ought to say goodbye to everyone. Wow.
We need to move on as a species.
Oh my god.
As humans, we need to move on from fucking.
Say farewell to your coworkers.
Not
Which
The Walking Dead,
ones?
The Last of Us.
This guy?
Excuse me.
Hey there, Kosugi-san. Oh, hey there. Heard today's your last day. Yeah. Just wanted to say thanks for all your help. I know I made a lot of trouble for you. Nonsense! It was no trouble at all. Best of luck on your future endeavors, Kasuga-kun.
So,
I'm sure you'll do great no matter where you go. Just for the record, in the United States, they don't let you do this. If it's your last day, they just throw you out. I'm serious. When I got
serious.
laid off from my helicopter
Thank you.
job, So what happened was my boss said, you got to go to HR, come with me, walked me to HR. When I was in HR, essentially one of the company like group managers was there with the HR manager. They explained that I was getting laid off or whatever, right?
Right.
And basically they were like, yeah, you got to go. Yeah, so basically after I got laid off, again, my manager walked me back to my desk and she was like, all right, all you're allowed to do is grab your necessities. Everything else at your desk, we're going to box up and mail back to you. And they did. They're so dumb. They actually boxed up stuff that was company property.
Get a load of this. Get a load of this. So he said every time he talks about like fucking his helicopter company or himself for that matter, he says everyone loves him, right? Everyone loves me, man. What if the people at his helicopter company loved Phil so much and they felt so bad he got laid off that they gave him a footrest because they liked Phil that much? Or what if the people that were doing it was like, yeah, this company's gonna go fucking under. Fuck him. Fuck them. Give him the fucking company property. But no, they must be because they're stupid. Okay.
Mailed it to me. They mailed me like a footrest. They mailed me like all the shit in my drawer.
I think it's really weird he has a footrest at a helicopter company. I mean, whatever. Okay.
I didn't even own it. They just mailed it to me. So I got a box full of junk. I was like, what am I gonna do with this stapler and shit? I don't want this. They mailed it all to me because they were
he would never use a stapler, right?
morons.
What
But
morons?
they got me right out. Like, I couldn't even say goodbye to anyone. They were just like, you gotta leave. So they threw me out. Yeah.
Threw me out. But I feel like the reason why they probably do that is so that people aren't afraid of losing their jobs. That's probably why. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't let you work your last day. What's hilarious is they mailed me a bunch of shit I didn't want. I was like, okay. Morons.
Morons.
Swagger Needle says, that was your severance? No, they gave me a severance package. It just wasn't great. If I remember, it was like a month or 2 months of pay. And that was it. Like, there was nothing else. It was, so basically, I lost my health insurance. I lost everything. It was like enough for like a month to find another job or something like that, if I remember.
Dude.
I can't remember.
Dude, he had all this stuff to find another job. And what did he do? Just make YouTube videos. What a great job search. But remember, he fell into this. He didn't want to make this his job, so he just decided to sit at home during this period that you'd assume someone would just try to find another job and just made YouTube videos, and then that's all he did. But he didn't plan on making this his job. So if that's the case, was his plan just to lounge around and see what happens? This dude, it's kind of more like annoying and fucked up if you think about it, because there's so many other people that would probably be more deserving of the financial success DSP found on YouTube than him. Like, he is probably one of the worst people to get that to happen to him. Because look how he squanders it. Like, dude.
Long ago.
We just want to do a little interview, that's all. You're basically the talk of the town.
He's the talk of the town? For what?
Why's that?
You take bribes from former Yakuza, then ship
Now,
them
this
up.
is where a lot of people got a little confused and was like, how was the slander? He wasn't a Yakuza guy. Guys. The slander wasn't that he's a Yakuza guy. The slander, okay, I'm going to set the record straight. The slander part was that the Taro channel, whatever, and all this stuff was insinuating that he was doing back behind the scenes dealings with other Yakuza stuff. He was sending people from Hello Work to work with Yakuza run companies when that wasn't happening. He was giving them actual jobs and all this kind of stuff. The pickpocket, not pickpocket, the theft stuff, that was like an actual legit job. Adachi was running a company that was gonna help stores find out how good their security is. So all this stuff was legit work that he was giving these people. So it's not like that he was giving them like backyard dealings, whatever, behind the scenes dealings or anything like that. Like, it was actual legit work. So that wasn't. So the slander wasn't that he was ex Yakuza or whatever. The slander was that they were saying that the stuff he was doing at Hello Work was shady, which wasn't the case because he was giving people actual legit jobs. So there you go. You know, I play this game, so I'm just gonna set the record straight. That's what was going on. Okay, sound good?
Do shady jobs all over town. So, what say you fill us in?
What is this shit?
Come on, the secret's out. Hello Work's a hookup for the Yakuza.
That's why they let him go. Because Hello Work knew that wasn't true, but they couldn't keep him on the payroll because they were getting a bad name. So that's why they let him go. Oh shit. That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
The guys who broke up the Omi and Tojo have been off living the good life, right? You're no exception.
Wow.
What? Who told you that? You can't just believe everything you hear, you know?
Alright, simmer down. Now, be real. Just how much are you making? Nobody wants a bunch of former Yakuza wandering around. Doesn't that weigh on your conscience?
Yeah, you
at
know, it's
all?
kind of like when I was partnered with Twitch TV for many, many years and they never had a problem with me. And all of a sudden, a group of my detractors put together a smear campaign against me saying all this stuff about me that wasn't true.
How was it not true, though? I mean, I know what he's trying to say, but it's not that it's not true. It's just that you said it years ago. That's kind of all that he could say. But since that doesn't sound necessarily like he's a victim, he has to say because it's a smear campaign. But he did say problematic stuff in the past. And you could feel, however, about, like, people applying that to people, like, current day. But it's DSP. I mean, he still kind of falls back on problematic statements. And again, he just doesn't learn. He's never genuine about this either. I mean, I've talked about this like 1,000 times, so we don't need to talk about it again.
And then Twitch was so stupid they just believed it and kicked me out of the partner program. I mean, that's literally what's happening with him. It's just a bunch of slander people.
But he could get back into it, though. That's the thing that's, like, really funny. He could get back into the partner program, though.
Together, that's not true. But it built up enough to the point where now his life is getting fucked up, too. How messed up is that, man?
But this is, like, one thing, though. Whatever.
Oh! Did you see that? Oh, he's out of control. The real Ichiban Kasuga's on the loose.
Look at this.
They may call him the hero of Yokohama, but deep down he's just another Yakuza. The Yakuza feeding off other Yakuza, no less. Oh, honor and duty, my freshly bruised ass. Okay, cut. Woo! Wasn't smart of you to get rough on camera like
He's
that,
already unemployed. It doesn't matter.
Oh, you're in big trouble if this ever goes online.
Dude, DSP doesn't understand. If that went out, guess what? He can't, like, he could still theoretically get another job. The issue they had was at Hello Work, so he could work at anywhere else. But if that goes online, he'll have a harder time. That's all of that's going on here.
Toss $1 million my way, however, and it's yours. Have it ready by tomorrow.
You think I'm gonna give into this crap? You think anybody's gonna buy your stupid act?
Oh, a little editing goes a long way. Wait and see. Couple of clicks here and there, and everyone will think you threw a regular haymaker.
Yeah, well, best of luck, pal.
You sure? I mean, you're already going viral as it is. Ask yourself, do you really want to throw oil on that fire?
Wow.
Viral? Do I look like I'm sick to you?
Huh?
He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's like, huh?
Oh, come on. Have you not seen how people are talking about you online?
Can't
This is
say
a
I
nice
have.
jacket.
Not a
Fucking
big
cheetah
web guy.
print, whatever.
Seriously? Ugh, what a pain. Hey, show him the video.
What some people
Oh.
Tatara channel
Look at that reaction. Look at that reaction. He sees the anime. Like, dude, this dude is so funny around anime. It's like really weird. I just kind of want to see that head that thing
What a
again.
pain.
That head
Hey.
motion.
Show him the video.
But some people...
It's the same thing as in like a Dragon Nation. It's so weird. Like this dude sees this and like he just can't believe his eyes that this thing can exist. I don't know. It's so fucking weird.
What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is this?
Let's get to it. Ladies and gents, our perp of the day.
I will say to some point I kind of wonder if this would have been better with an actual VTuber, because I think this person is like made up for the game, but I don't know.
This man here is Ichiban Kasuga.
Look, does this look familiar? I mean,
Look,
not
it looks familiar.
the VTuber portion of it.
Not the VTuber portion, by the way. What? I mean, technically, if you really want to, like, make a deep cut, I mean, LSP used to do DSP videos, and he was kind of a VTuber. Think about that.
But it's all online slander, just like with me. Literally, it's just my story. People just making shit up,
Literally,
online
this is my
slander,
story, man.
based on no facts, just fucking conspiracy, and it's ruining his life like they're trying to ruin mine.
Look how, so this is the beginning of it. This is really where it starts to manifest. The fucking corny cringe side of this. Now, there's nothing wrong with DSP relating to a storyline in a show, movie, game, whatever. Because anyone can. I mean, a lot of these games and stories are designed for you to kind of have some kind of relation with it. And someone can relate on some level that people, like, believe some lie about you, and you know it's not true, that kind of shit. And this is not, like, a brand new storyline to never be done in a story either. But DSP goes so far, he could have just said, well, man, I know how this feels. You know, like, I was doing my thing and people are just, like, spreading all this misinformation about me, man. Or, like, nuggets of truth, man. Wow. But instead, he goes on this little path.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Involved in the dissolution of two major Yakuza factions
You're
4
kidding
years
me.
ago. On top of that, some people even call him the hero of Yokohama. This
What the
exclusive
fuck?
footage was secretly recorded in Yokohama at a real Hello Work. Here we see none other than Ichiban Kasuga brazenly working the front desk. Meanwhile, the man sitting across from him is yet another former Yakuza.
The hell is this? Sasaki? This was like a misunderstanding.
Ichiban Kasuga seems
Wow.
to be whispering orders to his ex-Yakuza cohort. Then, having received his instructions from Kasuga, the ex-Yakuza leaves Hello Work, only to make a beeline for a mini-mart, a drugstore, and
Yeah, see, so this is part of Adachi's job of, like, hey, we're gonna have this guy steal stuff from your store, and you're gonna see, like, some, like, flaws in your security, whatever. So they were probably gonna return the goods anyway, but this was just so that they could, like, make their security better. That's kind of what was going on here, man. But as you can see, they misconstrue what was actually going on. They didn't know that this was a legit job. They just think that, oh, this guy is doing some crazy shit.
fancy boutique.
Look at this.
We catch him stealing things right off the shelves, even going so far as to use a fake hand.
Hey, hold up. That ain't right.
Finally, it looks like Kasuga then buys the items from his personal thief at a deep discount.
See, that's incorrect. He didn't buy that stuff. At least I don't. Yeah, he didn't buy that stuff, man. Come on.
According to our extensive research, in just this day, a whopping 2 million yen's worth of product was stolen. Kasuga bought the lot for an unheard of 20 grand. In other words, he's having down-and-out ex-Yakuza steal for him, then making a tidy profit reselling the stolen goods. This is the secret. No, the true face of the hero of Yokohama.
Hey, what the hell? Which one of you made this?
Like she said, it's the Tatara channel. She's pretty much a god, and with 5 million subscribers
Dude,
at
it's
that.
like my
Wow.
detractors.
If anything, you should be proud you made it on her show, Kasuga-san.
My ass,
Is
I'm
that
proud.
so? When DSP says, like, you know, that people try to mess with them in real life, is this what they do? They just kind of go up to him and it's like try to get DSP to push them aside. Like, wow, DSP pushed me aside. Okay, Phil, I'm gonna like release the footage and I'm gonna edit so it looks like you did a haymaker, man. Does he see this kind of guy show up every day? He goes out on his day off.
Whole thing's
Oh,
bogus.
fuck.
Bogus? Dude, they got the whole thing on video.
Yeah, just like me.
Just like me, man.
This is literally my story. I think someone watches me
See, here we go. This is the cringe. The cringe is coming out.
and made this game. They wrote the game based on my story.
It all makes sense.
See, it's like it's that delusion that makes it like, because again, it's one thing to say, oh wow, man, like I can relate to this, or like, oh, you know, I feel for this, or whatever, and then it's a completely other thing to be like, wow, man, it's like my story, man. It's like they wrote it based on me, man, and all this shit. Now, of course, he's probably playing it up and shit, but it's just, it doesn't mean people won't cringe and then be like, this dude's a clown, you know? Like, and it's funny. It's so funny, man.
That's gotta be
Oh
one
my
of the
God.
today. It's just got to.
Anyway, look, we got you on video.
It's remarkable.
You're gonna buy it off
Remarkable.
us or
I
not?
agree.
Like hell I am. I haven't done a damn thing wrong, you bastards.
What a shame. Guess we got no choice. How about we have this guy take a little nap, then move on to the next target?
Next target. Who's that?
All right, you're up, Mr. Bodyguard.
Dude,
Who the
these
hell
must
is
fight
this?
this bodyguard
So-
every day.
You want me to beat this guy
Dude, and
down?
these subtitles are fucking goofy as fuck. It's really like he wants to be the most, like, helpful guy for the handicap. Which is fine, whatever. I mean, I'm sure Jade appreciates it.
Yep. Just enough to gonk him out. Oh, try not to put this one in the hospital, okay?
Who's this dude?
Yeah, who the fuck is
I met
this?
him online. I have him lend a hand whenever we're doing a risky shoot.
Ah!
Wait, you don't know? Top Street Fighter online sensation Asakura channel.
Now, I got a question. When they say top Street Fighter online sensation, is it like the game Street Fighter, or is it like fighting on the streets kind of thing? I don't know why. Like, I was just looking at this, I was like just thinking, like, you know, whatever. But these people should say, dude, Street Fighter? I'm a top Street Fighter player too.
Any bells?
No.
Man, he's trending like crazy right now. Oh, hey, Asachi, here's an idea. Why don't I record you knocking him flat like a pancake, eh? I'll feature you on my channel as a guest, huh? What do you say?
Sure, whatever. As long as I get to fight.
Hell yeah! Oh, we are jumping straight to the front page with this one, huh?
What the heck is going on?
Then go hit up that Sasaki creep.
These animations,
Sasaki?
man.
Why are you bringing him into this?
Why do you care? He's just a chump from the Hiwatashi clan. And I'm afraid he's next on the chopping
Yeah,
block.
see? On to the next
See?
slander
We're gonna
campaign
give
for
him
personal
a
gain.
interview as well. How's it feel to have quit the Yakuza and have it blasted all over the internet?
You asshole.
Couple that footage with this fight, and we're talking at least 5 million views easy.
Knock it off! He's giving everything he's got to rebuild his life right now.
Like me!
Not gonna get in the way of that.
Dude, it's literally me. I'm
Oh
rebuilding
my
my
god.
life.
This is so fucked up. Want to talk about timely? Remember I said this is timely to things really happening? This is literally the internet right now.
Whatever.
People making livings off of other people's misery,
We're not even playing the
fabricating
game.
shit,
This is a
slandering
turn-based
them
game, and he's just,
online
like,
in
walking
order to
around.
create situations
Ichiban's,
like this so they
doing
can
little dance
benefit.
for them.
It's so fucked up.
Play a little
It's
dance.
literally a
Look at
realistic
you guys.
story. I mean, I'm not the only
This is what I
only
do in the
person
Tojo clan.
who
The
suffered
Tojo
from this,
dance.
but I absolutely am one of them. This is horrible.
Wait, let's rewind that a little bit.
It's literally a realistic story. I mean, I'm not the only person.
This is a realistic story. I mean, yeah. I mean, most stories try to aim for that, but you know.
Who suffered from this, but I absolutely am one of them. This is horrible. I can't believe that it's so similar to my actual real story.
Can't believe it's so similar, man.
On to the next
I certainly, again, all 100% none of these things that I expect in the opening of this game, in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
That's insane.
As
Is it
always,
crazy?
the Tara channel is on the case. ready to research, reveal, and rebuke the crimes running rampant around the world.
Yeah, also make shit up. Exactly.
Exactly.
Wow, what a great content creator, huh?
What a great content creator, man. But now this is the other funny thing about this is that he totally glosses over. Because one of the characters mentions that, oh, it must be someone that must have given her like a bogus story, and she went with it because it could have been someone credible that gave her that story, whatever. Insinuating there's some kind of conspiracy going on. DSP ignores that and just assumes that she's just making the story up altogether. Like all these people that Ichiban just beat up are all related. It's like no, man. She's just reporting news, and the person that's giving her is like giving her false information. So she's just an innocent victim, man.
Like most of YouTube, right there.
Whatever. Like most of YouTube. You go to YouTube.
Dachi-san, hey, I was just about to call you. You'll never guess.
I'm sorry, Kasuga. It pains me to say, but I have to close up shop.
Huh?
Yeah, Namba's coming over to my place. Apparently, he suddenly got fired.
Everyone
too.
lost their jobs because of
Everyone.
this. Yup.
Yup.
They're all in the same boat.
What the hell? Seriously, what's going on?
They gave me the same speech as you, Kasuga. I got into work, then immediately got called in by my boss who said I didn't have to come in anymore.
And I got a call from the bank. They told me I couldn't take out another loan and there was nothing I could do to change that. When I asked why, they said their assessment standards are a company secret. And I'm barely hanging in there as it is. If my financing gets cut off, I'll have no choice but to throw in the towel.
Damn.
All three of us either lost our jobs or got abandoned by the bank.
Yeah, not to mention those jerks who started picking on Kasuga. It can't be a coincidence.
Right. Now,
Correct.
as to what caused all this,
Yep.
Yup.
Just who the
Fucking
heck is she?
anime.
Content creator. Supposedly she specializes in call-out.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Call-out videos?
Dude.
Well, thanks to smartphones.
I mean, this is like kind of low-hanging fruit. It's like it's really like being surprised that more and more characters have like smartphones. It's like, whoa, man, dude, this character has an iPhone. I know they don't call it an iPhone, but dude, it has like no buttons, it's all a screen. Dude, oh my god, it's so timely.
Days anyone has a chance to be a whistleblower. Next thing you know, videos racking up views on a channel just like this.
And this isn't even a new phenomenon, even in this game story, like, because even Nama calls it out, it's like, we did this too, we did this in the last game. Not that they spread slander, but they exposed corruption, man.
One day they might
with
show a video from a woman trying to get back at an abusive celebrity. The next, you might see a tip toward political corruption, usually from some kind of secretary.
Okay, so it's kind of like a tabloid?
That's a simple way to put it, yeah. Thing is, anonymity is super prevalent on the internet, so not many stories are true. It typically falls to the channel's user to sort through the trash.
And do you think anyone does?
The more well-researched...
How does he know no one does? Like, dude, it is kind of ridiculous. Does he know what they have to go through to vet stories? I mean, come on, man.
Incredible the stories are.
And you know
More
what?
popular.
You know what? Okay, this dude is such a piece of shit. He has a news segment in his fucking YouTube on his like little gaming channel, and he never vets his news. He never does. Like when he reported about the ad blocker shit. Now, to be fair, a lot of people reported, oh, it's YouTube, it's Google doing this shit, whatever. But like within like 24 hours, people did another video like saying, oh, actually no, it was the ad blocker and all this stuff. They all corrected their stories, except for the guy. He never corrected it. And then when people were trying to correct him the day of, because it was kind of breaking during, he just said, no, man, it's fucking Google. It's Google. You know, within 24 hours, people either like changed on the fly or changed it the next day, and they had to do a whole new video explaining this. Whatever. But DSP never changed the story. He never corrected it. The most we got, I think, someone cheered and he said, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, whatever. And this dude is sitting there saying, like, yeah, you think everyone else vets their news? Does he vet his news? No, he doesn't. He reports bogus garbage. And his news is, supposedly, I guess, you know. So this dude has no room to fucking talk when he has no room to talk criticizing other YouTubers for how they vet their news when he barely does any vetting. Because he just reports Twitter headlines. This dude is such a clown.
The channel. Our so-called Tatara channel is apparently at the top of the heap when it comes to credibility. Guess she even helped solve a real-life crime, and all because of a video. As you can imagine, the politicians and police follow her pretty closely.
And the video of me, what about that? That was a total load.
That I'm not so sure about. Maybe there's a tip so incredibly well crafted, even Tatara couldn't see through it.
See? So he says this, silence from the guy. Doesn't think about what he just heard.
Wonder who gave her the tip in the first place.
She never reveals the identity of her sources. That's why she always gets the big scoops.
So when exactly did the video get put online?
3 days ago. Since then, it's hit 3 million views. And now that it's on the Tatara channel, you can bet the world believes every bit of it.
There you go. Wow.
Do we have any way to get in touch with her?
Sure, you can always try and DM her. I already did though. No response so far. But even if she did take the video down, what's done is done. Once something gets uploaded,
and the other thing is, like,
copies of it
you know, he says this, but I remember similar, like, rants during Lost Judgment, because Lost Judgment had another segment where they talk about cyberbullying, and they said, like, oh, this person uploaded a video, and it was harassing this other guy, whatever, and DSP kind of used that to make himself the victim again.
spreading like wildfire. And what makes this whole mess even sadder is, those who eat this stuff up don't even really care about the truth.
They don't?
Exactly.
Exactly!
What the hell's the
Exactly.
Really?
Does DSP care about the truth? Again, there's been news sources he fucking reported on, and then when the truth got posted, he doesn't respond to it. Like Dead Rising, Dead Island 2. He mocked that game, saying, oh, this game's gonna suck, it's gonna fail. It got 200 million views or whatever the fuck. Nothing. He didn't report on it being a sales dynamo.
People just want to target a punching bag for their
Oh
own
my god, are you kidding me?
trashing innocent people. But if it's someone who's proven to be evil, well, that's a different story.
Wow.
So it's bullying, rebranded for the modern era.
Yes.
Well, on the other hand, this stuff has actually served as a bit of a crime deterrent.
Oh my god.
We
Oh my
uploaded
God.
Ryo Aoki's confession 4 years ago, remember? The cultural climate's been changing ever since.
Now it's our turn on the chopping block. Is that it? Talk about irony.
No, I seriously can't believe the plot of the game that I'm about to be playing for probably the next 2 months is a fucking
2 months. Oh man.
fourth
So
wall
based.
breaking life like situation that applies to me and my life. I never in a million years did I think that this would be the plot of this game. Life like situation that applies to me and my life. I never in a million years did I think that this would be the plot of this game.
Like, that line is a wild line. In a million years, I never would have thought this. Dude, this like, setup is not a unique setup. Like, come on. Like, fucking cartoons do the same story. Like, this isn't new. Like, come on. And this dude is so desperate to be special about it. Again, it's fine if he finds something relatable. Like, that's not the problem. The problem isn't that he's relating to it. The problem is that, like, he's acting as if this is, like, a special crafted game, like, story that's never been done before, specifically made for Phil. Like, that attitude. And it's like, this is what people are, like, mocking him for. And, like, man.
What happened here? Am I playing? Is this the real game or is someone like pranking me? No, I mean it. Like, am I being punked? Is this a different version that I've downloaded? Are you guys fucking with me right now?
Dude, like
what is
it's like such a mix of like him being not funny and him just having dumb takes. That's all this is. It's just dumb takes and like him trying so hard to be funny. And it's like, and when it fails so hard. I've never seen someone that tries to make these kind of jokes fail to the point where people are just dogging on him for making them. Usually people just don't laugh and move on, but no, he makes you like double down on dogging on this guy for these dumbass jokes. Like, this dude is so fixated.
What's happening?
This.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adachi-san. Namba, this is my fault.
And you know the thing is, he's saying all this stuff, but honestly, let's be real. Ichiban is doing more for society that's meaningful and robust than what DSP has done to society, for society. Like, if DSP's gonna sit there and say how this is like my story, man, okay, let's measure the value to society. So Ichiban in this game has been trying to make people who are no longer part of the Yakuza, who want to live an honest living and just want to have a normal life again. Ichiban is giving them a path to that, despite there being a 5-year clause that, you know, would make them to be homeless pretty much for 5 years or whatever, unemployable for 5 years or whatever, blah 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 blah. He's giving them like a path to a right, to living right, and all this to have a normal livelihood, all that kind of shit. He's giving people employment. He's making sure that they're working. He's checking up on them to see how they're doing. Like that guy, Sasaki, after he did his little job with Adachi, he was like, hey, you know, Adachi's gonna like probably move into like bodyguard or security service. Here's a book that he can get certified. He helped him getting certified, all this stuff. Like he was just checking up on all these people. He didn't have to, like, you know, being like a good neighbor, right? Okay, so there you go. There's Ichiban's worth. So he's a net positive, for the community. DSP, let's see. He makes content for the internet for people to watch. Okay, you know that could be useful for people like Jade, Derek. You know, they have someone to watch. Okay. He wears glasses when he gets $50, but again, you have to pay for that. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, you tell me.
If I hadn't been so naive, none of this would have happened.
So I guess in order...
And Ichiban is a likable guy that's really cool. Can't say that about DSP.
I need to do whatever... I have to go to Hawaii. Maybe if I...
Again, and then we get this. I need to go there. Go to Hawaii. Nowhere in this setup makes you think they have to go to Hawaii to fix the situation. Like, what in this is the solution Hawaii? He's jumping the gun because he knows the game goes to Hawaii, and it's so annoying. This is the worst kind of commentary, and like, to a degree, it would be better off if you didn't watch the trailer for it. But again, you know, it's hard to miss trailers, man. Because this dude, the whole time playing the game, like Hawaii, like a fucking crack addict, man.
To Hawaii in real life, I could solve this problem then, right? Is that what they're saying? We have to see what happens with this plot.
Hey.
Hold on.
You two turned your lives around and...
Well, I don't know. DSP will never do this. He'll never go on his hands and knees to apologize. He'll go on his hands and knees to thank you for giving him money, but not to apologize. He would never do that.
I went and ruined everything. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, truth be told, I had a feeling you'd take it that way.
Why would this ever be your fault, you dumbass? The problem's obviously whoever spread the lies.
And what's more, don't underestimate us. We've ridden out rougher storms than this one.
Just who the hell do you think I am?
Compared to sleeping outside in the snow back when I was a bum, this is a regular slice of heaven. Come what may, I'll crawl my way out of hell as many times as it takes. Pretty sure you'd do the same, right?
He wasn't really a bum, though.
DSP forgot the story of the first game because if he paid attention, he would realize he lived like a bum. Like, he didn't go to a hotel and then would just leave the hotel to go and live on the streets. Like, he just lived on the streets, dumbass. Like, oh my god.
That was the whole plot of the first game. He was undercover.
But he wasn't. Whatever. Okay.
Thank you.
Just know,
Okay. Whatever, man.
I won't be able to help you get ex-Yakuza back on their feet anymore.
Yeah, not like you could, seeing as you lost both
Like,
your
literally, like, he was just like, he just lived on the streets because that's how he could get, like, he could get information. Whatever.
swords
Okay.
and jobs and the means to hand them out.
I feel like a joke. Especially after all that talk about carrying out the boss's legacy.
Well,
The boss?
right now, just do your best. Besides, it's fair to say more Yakuza are gonna come looking for help. You'll have to explain all that's happened.
Yeah, you're right.
Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is my life story. Holy fucking shit.
My life story, man. I don't know, DSP. I mean, as we covered,
There's a good chance some ex-Yakuza might still come knocking at
Ichiban
Hello
did
Work.
more
I should
to,
stop by to be safe.
to society than you have, so I don't know.
What the hell is going on? Video games should not be fourth wall breaking experiences of my life. This is
Okay, you know what? Let's delve into this, right? Correct? He fucking hated The Last of Us 2 because, oh, when I play a video game, I don't want to feel miserable. I don't want to feel bad. All this dumb shit. He's playing this game and all the stuff that, according to DSP, is his life, that in his own admission, his life, it's miserable and awful. So why is he playing the game? I mean, why is this good? Why is this game good? It's making him relive his past trauma. But with Last of Us 2, oh, that's awful because it makes you feel bad. Like, dude, this is what I hate about this fucking guy when it comes to talking about video game stories. This dude has no, like, critical thought in his head or understands, like, anything. Like, come on. He just has buzzwords and all this stuff. I don't think he believes in the shit he says.
very odd. If I go into the hallway and there's a bunch of fighters ready to beat my ass like it's Tekken, now we really got problems, all right? This is insanity. Meta, exactly. You want to talk about meta. This is ultimate meta.
God.
Ultimate fucking meta.
This is so lame.
Holy fucking shit. I can't even leave my room. Look. Wow.
Wow.
Well, now, of course, I'm very curious to see what happens with the game. This has been a wild intro. I'm almost out of time. We only have about 10 minutes left right now. Maybe Demolition Daddy says this is all a dream and we're not really here right now. Maybe you're right. Maybe this is a dream. Oh, God. Don't tell me it's one of those crazy stories where I'm like, something happened.
Dude, he can't even walk and talk in a game.
And I'm having a surreal life experience. Oh, God. Don't fuck with my head now, man. Come on. Tell me you made that up, Demolition Man. Right? This is not a simulation. This is not a fucking hallucination. This is really happening, correct?
Correct. Oh my God. Just shut up.
Well, good thing I'm playing a lot of this week, right? I'm playing this again tomorrow night. I'm playing it as the main stream coming up on Monday. Oh my God. I guess I gotta go start scavenging and vending machines here.
Hey. You should do that too. This is based on real life.
Where am I going?
Vending machines.
Why does it say Hello Work? Why am I going back to Hello Work?
The game
What's
literally
going on
told
here?
them why, by the way. But
Huh.
whatever. Huh.
Excuse me. Are you Kasuga-san? You know, Ichiban Kasuga, the hero of Yokohama?
That's me.
I don't want to feel bad when I play a game.
I heard
Dude,
you got
excuse
work.
me if you feel bad.
Oh my God.
Yeah, about that.
As you can see, I too used to be in the Yakuza. I've got a wife and 2 kids. The older one starts elementary school next year. They've gone through hell because of me, but I at least want to provide a good life for my family.
Well, you're fucked.
The, word on the street is that even a guy like me could find some honest work and turn things around. Please, is there anything available?
I'm sorry.
Hmm?
You see, I actually just lost my job. As such, I can't do a whole lot for you.
Huh?
I'm just here to break the news, tell everyone what happened. Just know I'm really sorry.
You're serious? No matter where I go, it's the
Dude,
same
this
thing.
makes me feel
Trying
bad.
to end it all, but
Why would you have a
that
game
changed when I
make
heard
you
about
feel
you.
bad? I want to feel
really-
stressed in
This
the
guy
world.
was going to commit suicide.
Oh my god,
I
dude.
was planning to end it all, but that changed when I heard about you. I'm really at the
This
end
guy
of
was
the
going
road.
to commit suicide.
Suicide.
Why are you like? Okay.
Now, now
Thanks
you're out too?
for spelling it out for
You're
me,
in the
Phil. I
same
wouldn't
boat
figured
as
it
me?
out. What gave it
Some
away?
kinda
Was
sick
it the rope?
joke? God damn it! You gave me hope. You know
What
that?
the fuck? This game is the most depressing
Toy
game
around
ever.
People's emotions like this. Come on.
But Phil,
sorry.
I thought you don't like playing games that are depressing and make you feel the stress of the real
Please,
world.
This is the
I'm
most
so
depressing game
sorry.
ever.
Damn it.
Damn it. I like this little kick, by the way. The kick was pretty good.
Excuse me. Oh, Kasuga-san.
Hey, good to see you. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cause a scene.
That's okay.
Do you, think I can ask you a favor? Provided it's not too much
No,
trouble.
absolutely not. Fuck you.
Could you put up a sign
You vagabond,
saying
get away.
I'm not here anymore? You see, there's a good chance more people will show up looking for me.
You mean more Yakuza?
Former Yakuza, yes. Would you do that for me? Otherwise, I'm worried they'll just cause trouble for you.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I certainly don't want those guys waltzing in here and harassing people.
I really appreciate it.
Furthermore, don't think that hanging around will make us change our decision. Also, were you fighting out here? I won't have anything like that on the premises. Not one bit.
I'm sorry. I'll leave right away.
Wow.
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 Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Holy
Guess I'll
shit.
go see Sasaki. He should know what's been going on.
What if he doesn't know? Does he know?
It's so depressing. This is the most depressing beginning ever.
Remember, he hated the games for being depressing.
Fourth wall
but
breaking,
this game
fucked up
apparently
stuff,
is
man.
great.
Jesus
Fourth wall
Christ.
stuff. Just so he could.
Well, I
fucking
think we're gonna call it quits. I don't
jerk
think I
off
can
about
play
his
anymore
life.
today. Even if I wanted to, I don't think I can take it. I need a break.
You know,
I need to play
for a guy that says that this is an awful thing, he loves bragging about it.
Tekken tonight and beat people up. I can't take this right now. This is so sad. Oh my god, it's the saddest thing I've ever played. It's sadder than like Last of Us 2. It's so sad. Right?
Sadder than Last of Us.
Oh
2.
my
I mean,
god.
like literally, someone died at the beginning of the game, but this is sadder. I mean, like he also called it like misery porn or whatever the fuck. I mean, I don't know, man. That's a wild statement.
It just sucks. I get the feeling, you know, we're still not out of the intro. You know, this game I knew was going to have an insanely long intro. Even the game maker said it's like over 100 hours. So,
This is more funniness from him. Ball's Gate 3 100 hours.
I can't play this game. It's gonna be awful. Oh my god.
This game's 100 hours. I can't wait to play it, man. Oh, whoops.
Start. You know, we don't even have any idea why they would be heading to Hawaii, right? We have no clue
Where's
what's going on.
Hawaii?
Nothing
Hawaii!
yet. No indication yet of what's going to happen in the game.
I want to see
So-
fire eaters or fire breather. Whatever.
Holy crap. Well, all right, guys. what I would like to say is for those who are here live on stream, and of course those who have checked out these first 3 videos, thank you. I hope you're enjoying. This was the most unexpected opening and intro that I ever thought I would ever see in a video game, let alone Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I had no idea this is what it was.
No idea.
I mean, honestly, obviously I have curiosity. What's next? Like, what
What's
could
next?
possibly happen? You know, more horrible stuff seems like it's going to happen. Why on earth did they end up in Hawaii?
Again, back
What
to
is
Hawaii.
going on?
What's going on?
Right? Holy shit.
Where's Hawaii?
Well, okay. If you're watching and you've liked these first 3 parts, please, by all means, do something to help them out. Give them a like, leave a little comment on the video. Let me know what your thoughts are about this. It's blowing my mind. So what did you think about it, right? And of course, remember, you can always support the playthrough in other ways if you would like to, like a super thanks or a tip. And I appreciate everyone who did support in any way today. It was very nice of those who were here to do that. And, man, tomorrow night, we see where this whole thing goes. I have no idea. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in part 4. Holy shit. Wow. Wow, guys.
Wow.
Did anyone see that coming? Did anyone actually play this game like last night? And we're like, holy shit, I can't wait for Phil to play it because I can't wait to see his reaction to that.
Man, this is cringe.
Why? Like, what the fuck?
And I kind of feel like Slayer said that, too. I feel like someone said, yeah, Phil. Like, I don't know, man.
Thank you for not spoiling. Because literally not a single person this morning said that to me. Right? So thank you, because I'm sure probably some people could have spoiled that. And it would have I mean, what on earth?
What on earth?
Well, guys, it is time for a break. Remember, tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. All right? It is my first ever stream of Tekken 8. Friday Night Fights. I'm going to be using Paul Phoenix and maybe some King. What I need to do is, if I'm going to use King, I got to look up his moves list and try to figure out.
Now we get to the main dish. Now, I want to see if I can find the context. Can I find the context? I got Twitter open, but will I be able to find it? I'm scared to ask. What? Because I mean, man, dude, wait until you get a load of this. If I can find it, it's gonna be wild. Get hyped. Where is it? I think Josh posted. Well, I guess his name is Poems now. It used to be Josh Poems. Now it's just Poems. But where is it? Come on. Oh my god. Seeing funny fucking images. Oh no. Uh-oh. Where is it? Come on. Okay, maybe Ann Lee got my back. If Josh don't got me, Ann Lee might got me. See, this is the problem. I should have streamed this. But I'll figure it out. I'm gonna find it. Don't fucking worry, guys. This is a hype segment. A hot moment in time. I know I saw it on Twitter. I know I did. If I can't find it here, I know one other place that might have it. One other place. Okay. I'm gonna go to the other place. Evil AJ, please. Oh my god. There we go. Uh-oh. I can't find it. No. I got an idea. Got another banger idea. We'll go to media. Because it is an image. Okay, never mind. Can't find it. Whatever. You know, I don't necessarily need to find it because overall, all you need to know is, you know what? I'll say it when we get there.
Hate Army.
Shout
that
out
guy.
to
Hate Army.
Hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
Hate
out to
Army.
Hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout out to hate.
Shout out to Hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
The game went in this direction, this crazy, I'd say risky narrative.
Risky. Now this part was wild to listen to, because I'm like, before the actual meltdown, but because I was just saying, like, risky. What was so risky about the beginning of Like a Dragon? I'm like thinking in my head, like, I mean, I think Last of Us 2 is more risky. I mean, you kill fucking Joel in the beginning of the game, like that's a risky choice. But then you look at Like a Dragon, okay, what's risky? And he doesn't really explain it. What's the risk? What was risky about it?
Action, where what they're trying to do is reestablish the characters, like what happened to them since the first Like a Dragon game several years ago. But man, this plot, it's funny, but it's depressing.
Funny?
You know, it really is. And I get it. What they're doing is they're trying to set up all the stuff that's going on that makes you now have to go on a second journey, right? If these characters really...
This dude, the way he's talking about this, it sounds like he's a baby. Like he was just born. Because, dude, you're playing a sequel to a game. Of course there's gonna be a conflict. Like, dude, it's really like you're watching an anime. Okay, you're watching an anime, and they finish one arc. Then it's like, oh, new episodes are coming out? Okay, let's start. And it's like, whoa, man, whoa, dude, they're going on another adventure? Whoa, what? Dude, what?
did have a resolution to everything at the end of the first game. Why is there a second game to begin with? Well, here's a bunch of crazy crap that's going on.
Like, let's do this again.
Makes you now have to go on a second journey, right? If these characters really did have a resolution to everything at the end of the first game, why is there a second game to begin with? Well, here's a bunch of crazy crap that's going on, right?
Like, dude,
it's funny.
What kind of statement is that? Like, every sequel has something going on. Like, what? Dude, something's going on with his mental health, and it's alarming.
It reminds me of like the story of Job in the Bible, and I know that you guys probably...
You guys don't know what Job is. Job, Job is still a little too underground. You don't know Job.
I have no idea what I'm talking about. But there's a story of a guy in the Bible who, like, he tries to do everything right in life.
And the funny thing about this is he shows how little he understood of the book of Job. Because at least from what I understand of it, and I'm not a very religious person. I'm like probably the last person you want to go to and you want to talk about religion, man. But I'm pretty sure the story is like the devil and God or whatever the fuck had a bet. Like, oh, I bet if I fuck with this guy, he's gonna love me still. He's gonna still praise my name. And Satan's like, yeah, right. He's gonna fucking hate you. Watch. And then like he fucked Job's life up. He made sure Job was miserable. And Job was like, I still love you, God. And God is like, see, I fucked him up and he still loves me. Something like that. You know, I'm sure, you know, there's a little bit more better way to elaborate, but if you think about it, the story is kind of fucked up in that kind of way, man.
And basically gets punished for it.
It's mostly just a story about keeping your faith. That's kind of the moral, is that, you know, no matter the hardships, you're gonna still love God because God is cool. I mean, there you go.
Like, no matter what he does, things go wrong for him. And he's like, what the hell? Like, if there is a God, why am I being punished like this? It doesn't make any sense. Why would I be so challenged if I'm doing everything right when I ever get some...
Like, because the thing is, like, Job, at least, again, from what I remember of the fucking book, Job never sat there and was like, I'm doing everything correct. What the fuck? I think Job just living his life. That's my assumption.
Some reward or something nice in my life.
Reward. Like, what kind of religion teaches you to get rewards? Like, man, this dude has a very interesting mindset.
Why is everything awful? And that's literally what's happening now to Ichiban. Like, these first 3 hours of this game is like, everything starts good, then all of a sudden, awful thing happens, 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 awful thing happens. It's like, what the hell? Like, they're really piling it on. Like, holy crap, man. And then, on top of that, there's just some weird choices they made with the plot, like a romantic twist at the beginning, and then it just gets dropped right on its head against.
The romantic stuff is so funny to me because I really tried to play Like a Dragon before this one came out, and obviously I knew I wasn't gonna beat it, but I just wanted to see how far I could go. And it's like, dude, they spend a lot of time together in the first game, Psycho and Ichiban, and there's a cutscene in 7 where Ichiban was like, I don't know, man, I don't want her to get hurt or whatever the fuck, and then like he finds out that she's also a badass, so like whatever, and they form a friendship. Naturally, once you become friends, you may have a chance to upgrade, man, or to like become like in a relationship. Now, of course, you know, in the fucking game, she was like, I'm not interested. Bye. And that was it. Whatever. And it's like, okay, like, it makes sense. But DSP was like so uncomfortable about it, thinking like, oh man, I don't know how this would work. It's like, dude, like, it kind of makes sense if you gave a fuck.
Add to the oh, here's another bad thing that happened in the story. And it's weird, but I get it. It's funny.
I like it says it's weird. It's not weird. Because even when I was playing Yakuza 7, I was thinking in the back of my head, like, yeah, there's some chemistry between them. And I also really liked Psycho as a character, so I kind of had a little bit of a character bias since I really liked that character. I never benched her in my party. The game had to force me to not have her, for her to not be in my party, because she was so fucking cool. And now the game yet again has forced me to not have her in my party. I'm like, you know, come on. She was like such a cool character. Let me just add her in my party. But the game introduces another cool character, so you know, whatever. If I have both of them in my party, oh, that'd be pretty fucking cool.
It's odd that it's in there. And then on top of that,
it's not really odd.
There's a part of this plot, and this is basically a minor spoiler for the plot. This is actually how the game sets up. So I don't feel like telling you guys this on the podcast is a humongous game spoiler, all right? But this is a minor plot spoiler, so if you're interested in playing the game and you want absolutely no spoilers, earmuffs. Right now, go earmuffs like this, mode. Okay? All right. So the actual way the game begins
mute the stream, I'll let you,
is that Ichiban loses his job, and his job lies to him and says, oh, it's because the budget is being cut down and we just can't afford as many workers anymore. But then come to find out, all his friends also got laid off from their jobs. It's like, how could we all have been laid off from our jobs at exactly the same time? And come to find out, the reason they were all laid off is because there is an internet slander campaign against them. There's a content creator on YouTube, although they don't call it YouTube, they're just saying it's on the internet, in this game, that actually made a bogus story.
See,
they took scenes from things.
The person who reported the story didn't make the videos. Someone else did, stupid.
That they had been doing, like take footage of this, take, you know, a picture of that, and say that it was something that it wasn't, misrepresent it as something that it definitely wasn't, okay? With no real evidence, and there's no way they could have evidence because it's not true, right? But these guys, you know, the cast of Like a Dragon are just a bunch of...
Again, like, he's also kind of glossing over that they have evidence. It's just that the evidence is out of context. Like, the stuff that they showed, like, on the surface looks bad. Like Sasaki shoplifting looks bad, but once you understand, he's doing that because he's being paid to shoplift, because Adachi is being paid by those companies. Like, that's kind of what's going on. The reason why Adachi couldn't get a loan was because the bank may not know that completely, or they may think that this dude is trying to swindle them, or whatever the fuck it is. There's a lot of, like, thoughts that could be formed by having that stuff being portrayed negatively. Because again, it's just footage out of context. It's so crazy. I'm explaining, like, the thought process of in-game characters. But this is where we're at. This is where we're at. And
Ragtag guys, it's not like they have a giant internet presence. It's not like they really have the ability to defend themselves, right? They don't. You know, what could they do? So literally, because people have slandered them on the internet, this drama stuff, and it's funny because they actually said, so what is it, like a internet tabloid? That's exactly what it is. Yeah. That's literally what a ton of shit is on YouTube right now. A bunch of scummy tabloid people who have absolutely nothing to actually say about anything. So what they do is they literally make shit up. they take things out of context. They show pictures, they'll show video clips. They'll say, hey, this is what this person is, and they're awful, and blah, blah, blah. And it gets them clickbait views, and it gets them popularity. And then the person who they're basically slamming is the one who takes the brunt of that.
Like, the thing is, he's saying this about himself, but that was only true in very select instances. A lot of these videos that are being made about DSP are just opinion pieces. Like, there's so many videos. Like, look at Alice the Bookkeeper? That guy, that guy. Me, Tevin, and Lee, all these other YouTubers that do videos about him, they're just talking about their opinion of the stuff that he puts out. We're not saying, oh, he's this completely, and look at this, he did this, or anything like that. The only time that ever happened to him was the Escort Saga, which was very, like, you know. The other time that happened was during the FAP incident. I mean, there's other stuff that's very, like, adjacent to what's going on and what he's describing. But, like, for the most part, when I'm just comparing to my own videos, man, it's just me just talking about my opinion on the stuff he puts out. I'm not sitting there saying, guys, DSP steals orphans' candy. Yeah, take a look at this. Like, it's just nothing like that. Because I don't have anything to show. And if I did, I mean, I would have to work for it, obviously, because he's a lazy dude. He probably doesn't even know where to go to do any of that, man.
And has to live with it somehow. And how do you do that when you're not someone of the stature of the person who's basically punching down at you, right? Well, that's the story of this game. I'm not kidding.
And the other thing is that they're trying to figure out who caused this, and if they can figure that out, they can, like, air that on the Tatara channel, and there you go. Like, they could get a juicier story and all this other stuff. But the thing that this already, like, shoots in the face of what DSP says is that he has a venue to defend himself. He has his own podcast. He had a Mike Klum documentary that he could have done, but he decided not to do it. So he had opportunities. So he had ways to defend himself. He just chooses not to.
That's literally the story of this game. And so they all lost their jobs because basically the jobs didn't want to have negative rep put against their businesses because these people were working for them, right? And immediately I drew parallels. I'm like, so you remember what happened to me, right? You remember me working at Twitch for so many years? They never had a single problem with me. In fact, I was offered sponsorship opportunities. They had me play games like Choice.
Wait, Phil, I thought you never did sponsorships. I love that his chat is so stupid. There's such a baby brain chat that he just says this and none of them call him out. To say, wait, Phil, you did a sponsorship for Twitch? I thought you never did sponsorships.
Chamber and paid me tons of money to play it and advertise the game. They had me do all these different campaigns and things. And then
different campaigns? What different campaigns? You only did the bounty boards, which was given to everyone, honestly. That I guess made a certain amount. I don't know, whatever. I don't remember. I don't know how the bounty board system works. But, like, this dude is a clown.
Years later, I haven't changed who I am. I haven't changed the style of content I do. I'm the same exact guy. And they keep...
I love he always says he's the same guy. He never changed. But he literally was an interactive streamer in 2015, 2016. He became interactive in 2017. So he did change his content.
Me out of the partner program. And when I asked them why, they say something like hateful speech. But then
it was hateful slurs, and that pisses me off. It was hateful slurs that got him kicked out. Hateful slurs.
Well, they refuse to provide any examples of what I'm talking about. So come to find out, months later, I contact someone who actually worked at Twitch, and they showed me the evidence that my haters, the people who don't like me, made a internet slander campaign. They basically packaged it all together. It was like this big epic montage of bad moments of my history.
Epic montage. That's a funny way to phrase all these hateful moments. An epic montage.
A lot of them were over 10 years before this time period. And all they did was made this edited, you know, here's the worst of Phil, and presented it to Twitch as if, look, this is a guy right now who's on your site in your partner program, but, you know, look at all the things he's done, but it's not truthful. Number one, it's all stuff out of context. Number two, it's stuff that's outdated. I don't do that kind of risque.
But he still does, though. He still said, like, the problem with Phil is that he is a toxic person just to his chat and just in general. Like, I've never seen anyone just be this negative about anything. Like, even let's take aside from how he reacts to chat, just like how he acts about other YouTubers or just people. He always complains about people in Seattle when he goes on his day off. Oh, these people, they're doing Valentine's Day shopping at the last minute. What a bunch of idiots. He says they don't know how to drive. He freaks out about all these other people. He shits on other content creators for just doing anything. Like, it is insane how negative this dude is about anything. He puts down other YouTubers for doing sponsorships. Someone does a is sponsored by NordVPN, and he's like, oh, I can't believe that this person's sponsored, and all this other shit. And it's like, dude, who are you to fucking shit on these people? And, like, it's just shit like that just makes him look incredibly negative. Like, that he's just a negative person.
Commentary, you know, some of this stuff was stuff from 10 years ago before that I haven't done since, and I publicly apologized for, right?
That's
so
not wholly true,
literally,
okay.
That's exactly the story of Like a Dragon, showing things out of context, not representative of what's going on or who the people actually are, but making shit up for drama's sake. And now
he did that too, though, if you think about it, because back when Kat was on the Twitch Halloween stream, DSP had no proof, just assumed it was Tevin's fault, and just kept pushing. Oh, Tevin's gonna get something to happen to him. He pissed off the wrong people. Let's just put it that way. And it's like, what were these vague threats about?
They lost their jobs because of it. And I'm like, dude, this is my fucking life. This is exactly what happens to me on a daily basis. I have stalkers on the internet who just make shit up. You know, they have never substantiated their claims of anything that they've said in these things that are ridiculous. You know, every once in a while, you say, okay, well, Phil raged today playing Street Fighter and he insulted some players. That's true.
He would, when people were calling him out when he was doing this, no, I'm still abiding by my New Year's resolution, idiot. I'm just saying that these people are I'm stating facts. Like, that's what he'd always tell us, that he's just stating facts.
It's well documented. The footage is there. You can watch the footage on my channel, for God's sakes, right? Who cares about that? But the problem is the other stuff that they say and do about me that's completely falsified, that they have absolutely no concrete evidence of at all, but they...
But people, like, found, like, ways to prove. Like, the Daily Wrap has him have the WWE Champion's phone in the fucking frame. And then, like, we have, like, these other, like, instances that kind of align with it. And, like, yeah, it could be circumstantial. And there could be a margin of it not being him. But he has not really shown anything that said otherwise.
Say shit all the time. All these crazy conspiracies they come up with, and YouTube allows it. YouTube just allows slander campaigns for personal gain. It's insane. Now, in reality, it's funny because...
Oh, thank you, Hate Army. Oh, he's the fucking GOAT. I did all that searching for no reason when Hate Army got me. King Be Cruel says, DSP Gaming, not gonna lie, it's very cringe that you are comparing yourself to this game. It's giving he's just like me for real vibes. Now, there's nothing really innately negative, but the thing is, since it's a meme that this dude is saying like, oh, you're like, they're just like me for real shit, he doesn't know what that is, and he immediately just assumes it's negative. Just assumes it's mega negative. Like, it's kind of the shit that when people were telling him to wear the Sonic hat, and he was like, they're telling me to do that because they want me to look like Chris Chan, and like, you know, he got really defensive about just the idea that he could be compared to Chris Chan, which is like, you know, people are gonna make the comparison with or without the fucking Sonic hat, dumbass. Like, it already happens. Like, people are already making the comparison anyway. But, he reads that and just gets really negative. Like, he hates being told that he's like a meme, because apparently, like, when it's a meme against his will, it's like super like personal, offensive. Not it's so weird how reactive he gets about memes. Just off the bat, if it's a meme that he really doesn't get, or just sounds like he's just like me for real, it's like it really just struck a chord just randomly to him. And this is something that he could either ignore or at least like understand. But here we go.
You know, by the way, how about this? I don't know Lander campaigns
Look
for
at this
personal
transition,
gain.
by the way.
It's insane. Now, in reality, it's funny because...
In reality, it's funny because...
You know, by the way...
So, this part, it's gonna be a mystery to me, and it's gonna be a funny mystery, because it sounded like he was gonna go into another direction, and then, like, King Be Cruel makes that chat post, and then the conversation does a sharp 180. Just a sharp turn. And we never go back to what he was gonna say, by the way. Once he made that turn, this is the rest of the segment, and then he moves on. And we never knew what he was gonna originally talk about.
How about this? I don't know what the fuck idiots are talking about with memes and...
And by the way, so I was watching this podcast stoned. This part, I was playing, I think Tekken 7. I want to say Tekken 7, because this is what, Saturday? Yeah, Tekken 7, Tekken 8. So I was stoned, just like, you know, playing as Reina, like, struggling, getting bodied, or whatever. I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. The second he did this, I could not pay attention, and I was just, like, laughing. I was like, what the fuck? What? Because it truly just took me off my guard. I just could not wrap my mind that this is where we were going. The intensity was so like out there. I had to stop playing. Like, after that fight, after like that set, I at least backed out, and I was just like, no way, what? It just blew my mind. I was laughing. I was going like, Discord was like, dude, this guy's freaking out. What the fuck's going on? Because I was trying to understand it. Was there something that I missed? Like, did something happen? But no, he just committed to just being angry. Just committed to it.
Oh, it's like, he's just like me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Because this dude does not know acronyms at all.
I don't follow your dumb fucking memes. By the way...
It's the same thing I love when Chef Boyardee guy got banned. Where you just know it's enough. Okay, yeah, get out of here. Enough.
How about this? I don't know what the...
This dude has anger problems, and it's like so obvious. If he's not, like... To a degree, maybe he might be depressed, actually. Because... To a degree. Because... You could get really angry and irritated when you're really feeling low and all this shit. But at the same time, it's hard to take him seriously for being depressed when he has a history of being angry all the time, and his depression seems to be only showing up when there's no money involved, whatever, when money's involved and all this shit. So it's probably just more of a stress thing, and he's probably more like just mentally unwell. He just needs a therapist, in my opinion. I think he just needs someone to talk to, and like, the thing is, it might be safer for him to talk to a therapist, because like, I'm sure a therapist can handle whatever this is, but when you're talking to someone online and you're reading like something from King Be Cruel, you don't know the tone. But it's just, you can't really just air everything out and then just get really this defensive about something that can be very subjective to people. You know what I mean? Like, it's so funny that this dude just says, not gonna lie, it's very cringe that you're comparing yourself to this game. It's giving he's just like me for real vibes. Now, the just like me stuff, I have seen people use that as a shit post. Like, dude, I'm playing Guilty Gear, dude. This Sin says something cringe, just like me, for real, like whatever. Just people as shit posting it. But this dude just does it unironically, and does it in like a very like straightforward way. Like people just do it like they may acknowledge that a character's like them or whatever, but they do it in a shitposting kind of tongue-in-cheek kind of way as well. Like it's just a lot of stuff that just kind of like you have to feel out with people. You know what I mean? But with DSP, this dude is he's just this guy. He's just that guy.
Fuck idiots are talking about with memes and shit. Oh, it's like he's just like me. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't follow your dumb fucking memes. So
and again, if he doesn't understand the meme, then maybe he should just not react to it, or just be like, "Okay, King, be cruel." Like, I think I'm just relating to the character. I don't know that meme, but like, I'm just saying that I relate to that character. That's all he has to say. That's all he has to say. But no, he has to yell at him because this dude has a lot of issues.
Take your meme and shove it up your fucking ass, because I have the ability to make an observation that's factually
like at most he's just saying he's cringe. That's all he's saying.
Fucking based.
Fucking based.
Just because I'm Darkside Phil doesn't mean I get to ignore fucking facts that the characters in this game are going through what I go through on a daily fucking basis. Shut the fuck up.
Again, there's nothing wrong with relating to the characters, but my god, man, it doesn't make it less cringe. Dude, for some reason, like, the middle Phil looks like, okay, but the other two look like they're just, like, begging for help. Like, they're two people, like, behind Phil are just like, help. Send help.
I'm not taking your shit. I don't care who the fuck it is. There's people in the chat right now. Oh, he's doing a meme. Oh, this is cringe. Shut the fuck up and...
Like, again, why is he so mad about people saying that he's cringe? This dude... Oh my god. Dude, this is like a fuck. We're feasting with faces right now. Well, this one looks extremely racist. It's literally DSP. Oh my god. DSP, no.
Eat it.
Okay.
Up. I'm not taking your shit.
Again, he is saying this over a person saying what he's saying is cringe, by the way.
I don't care who the fuck...
Again, it's so, like, unequal how he responds to stuff. It's so disproportionate. Like, someone could say, well... your cat's fat. Your cat's fat. Well, cat is fat. You're like, okay, get rid of him. He's bad, stupid. A dude says you're cringe. Okay, shut the fuck up. Fucking getting fucking worked up over here.
It is. There's people in the chat right now. Oh, he's doing a meme. Oh, this is cringe.
Meme,
shut the fuck up and eat it.
Eat it.
Eat it. Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a...
Oh my god, Hate Army is
fuck it is. There's people in the chat right now. Oh, he's doing a meme. Oh, this is cringe. Shut the fuck up and eat it.
This is like when you're feeding a baby and the baby is not eating and you're like so annoyed to the point you're just like yelling at the baby to eat it. That's the face you give the baby when you want the baby to eat. You're doing the little airplane, you're doing the train, you're all this fucking shit for the baby, and the baby's just saying like, no, you're just like, eat it, Timmy, eat it.
Eat it. Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking ass. I'm tired of people saying that because I am who I am. I can't say a factual observation.
I am who I am.
It's a fucking fact that the characters in that game are going through what I have factually gone through on a daily fucking basis for years. So shut the fuck up.
He still has a job though. think about this. If he went through what they went through, one, he got laid off for like irrelevant reasons to what would happen, right? Because it was a helicopter company. He didn't get laid off from Twitch. He just got removed from the partner program that he was able to reapply to if he really wanted to. And secondly, like, he's still getting paid to do what he's doing. Like, he still has a job. Because this is a job, and he still is able to do it. Ichiban can't go back to hello work, Phil. He can't go back to his job and get paid.
I am not putting up with any of this shit ever again. You're gonna tell me I can't make factually gone through on a daily fucking basis for years. So shut the fuck up. I am not putting up with any of this shit ever again. You're gonna tell me I can't make a factual observation?
No, again, no one told him he can't or anything. They're just saying it's cringe. Like, they're just saying it's cringe. I can say dumb shit, and people can say, Theo, you're, like, again, you know what, I'm gonna bring up the youngster again. I said what I said at the beginning of the video about the youngster. Now, someone can say, Theo, that's a stupid take, you're a fucking idiot. That's not gonna change my opinion, because I'm secure in how I feel, and about how I feel about the things I eat, man, or the media I eat, man, the media I digest, whatever. And I'm very secure about about my own fucking opinions. DSP is so insecure. Like, this is the main issue with DSP that's been happening more and more frequently. I've been noticing, anyone can notice this actually. He has been getting more and more irritable over, like, being criticized for the opinions he has. And it's really simple. It's because he's insecure about how he feels about the things he says, that he looks for validation in his chat. Now, of course, his chat should be full of people that can have their own thoughts, and he says he's okay with that, but when they express their thoughts, he gets really mad when it's not exactly indifferent with him and mostly critical of him. Again, they're saying that what he said is cringe, which is a fair observation because, again, you watch that video, he's saying like, dude, you're not punking me, right? Dude, it's just like me, oh my god, dude, oh my god, man, it's like me, dude, it's like someone's watching my videos, man, oh my god, and all that shit is really cringe. Because, again, it's one thing to just say, oh, wow, I can relate to this. I mean, I know where they're coming from. But it's another to, like, insist that, oh, they wrote the story about me. Now, of course, he doesn't mean that literally, but he portrays it as a fact. Or that, like, oh, like, he portrays it in a very obnoxious manner that's gonna make people cringe at what he's saying. Like, that's the problem. And instead of just, like, understanding that maybe he's just a cringe person, that we all have to like what he says and give him a pat on the back. Like, you have to walk on fucking eggshells with him. Like, holy shit, man.
How about you kiss my fucking ass
Well,
and
dude, it's like, imagine if I respond to people who like Teddy and Persona 4 like this. It would be ridiculous. I understand people look at the game, but I'm not gonna sit there on stream.
Okay, you like Persona 4? Shut the fuck up. Okay, Persona 4 fucking sucks. It's fucking trash. I'm not gonna take it anymore. I have the right to say Persona 4 is shit and you have to like it.
Like, that'd be fucking ridiculous.
my balls. Yeah.
Correct.
And I'm fucking pissed about it. Because I see this shit. Oh,
Why is he pissed? Why does he have to be pissed about this? He's picking, like, he really wants to be the hill he dies on.
Can't say that.
Where did anyone say he can't say that? this face. My god, this is like I don't know what face I'm gonna use for the thumbnail. This is gonna be a challenge.
Oh yeah?
Oh,
I
yeah?
can't say a fact? What fucking world do we live in that I can't say a fucking fact, you bitch?
Bitch.
Kiss my fucking ass. Enough is enough with this shit.
But what if King Be Cruel was stating a fact that this is cringe?
Fucking fact, you bitch. Kiss my fucking ass. Enough is enough with this shit. Yeah, King Be Cruel. King Be Bitch. You're gonna say...
Again, like, I don't quite get why he was so angry at King Be Cruel for that statement, but it is something. Now, of course, King Be Cruel was a fucking dude who was giving him money. He was becoming a member. He hanged around in chat for a while. Now, again, it's so funny to me. Like, you know, I guess everyone has their time when they finally realize this dude's a piece of shit. But I just want people to just fucking answer if they're gonna bother to make a tweet bragging about how they're done supporting Flo or whatever. I want them to explain to the class, make an essay about how they felt when he was doing a similar rant to other fucking viewers. Because this dude has done this so many times. Now, the only thing I could kind of think is that they all gave him the benefit of the doubt that these people were just sock accounts of trolls. But again, it's like, it happens so frequently that it's like, you can't really take it seriously anymore. And there's been people who did this to other people like Nenstar Rune. All these issues, all this stuff has happened. So at some point, these people are gonna have to fucking wrestle with the idea that DSP's just been an asshole all the time. And it's like, look, man, if it took him getting mad at you to realize he's a piece of shit, then I don't know what that says about what's going on, man. But think about it. He's been this way to other people. So, you know, like, I just can't take some people seriously when they realize it too late. It's like, dude, this dude has been a piece of shit to a lot of people. A lot of people.
Dumb shit like that in the fucking chat, and everyone else who said that too, because people in the comments, all my haters saying it in their videos. So now we know what you're watching every fucking day, right?
Again, trolls don't... It's not exclusive to trolls to say it's cringe. Come on.
You dumb fuck.
Dumb fuck.
Shut the fuck up. No one cares about your bitch-ass, meme-able opinions. There's facts, there's reality, and then there's your bullshit world that you live in on the internet where you circle jerk each other with your conspiracy and your nonsense, and no one fucking cares about you except your circle jerking community. It
is so funny that this dude is saying how no one cares, but he got this worked up over something that's not even, like, part of the conversation. Game Big Girl just said it was cringe. And he's this insinuating that this is all a detractor thing. Like, what?
The problem is there's too many of you. There's too many fucking idiots. And enough is enough with this shit. It's time to call it out. Just because I'm one of the most abused people on the internet doesn't mean I don't get to make a factual observation. I can say whatever the fuck I want, and you like it.
Again, you can say whatever you want. That doesn't mean that people can't, like, respond to it. And he says, like, I say stuff and you have to like it. No one has to like it, dude. Now, this is a really funny out of context thing, because of course this is a heat of the moment segment, but this dude has said, it's one thing to do this, it's another to say that, or whatever the fuck. And then he always says, I'm very understandable, man. Oh, I get it. I mean, not everyone can agree with me. But look at this. He just says that we have to like what he says now. Oh, man.
You shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Now, you got a problem with that?
Test me, bitch.
Because I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'm not. I'm not going to have people come in here on my streams and in fucking other videos and say, oh, he's just, oh, look, you know, I'm like him, just like me and him. Shut the fuck. No one.
It's really like he thinks that when people bring up these memes, they're calling him autistic. Like, that's what he's afraid of. Like, he's deathly afraid of being called autistic. And it's like, dude, like, it's not even like, oh, it's offensive to autistic people to use that as an insult. It's not even that. It's just he just doesn't want to be, like, compared to them, which is, like, really, really, really fucking weird in a way, if you think about it.
knows what you're talking about. I've never even heard the meme before because I'm not an asshole. I'm not a fucking dumbass mouth-drooling idiot. I don't follow the dunces follow on the internet. It's my life I'm talking about. Right?
Right.
And it's true. Follow the plot of this game. This is exactly what I've gone through. I've lost tons of business opportunities. I've lost the ability.
He literally bragged, like, what, a few weeks ago, a month ago? How he could do sponsorships, but they're like indie games, so who cares, right?
to branch out on the internet as a content creator.
And guess what? He could bring. This dude is a massive clown. When he did the DSP Asks idea, he had people lined up for it. He chose not to do it because he convinced himself that the side scrollers interview tainted it, which makes no sense. It's not his interview. Like, it would have made sense if he did DSP Asks it and his first guest was Craig, and then you know what happened on the side scrolls happened on DSP Asks it. Like, okay, yeah, I could see him being ashamed of continuing it after that, but this is on someone else's interview show, and his interview that he wanted to do is going to be different, apparently, or whatever. But he chose not to do it because he convinced himself that he couldn't do it. And then he had Mike Glum reach out to him, and then he's like, well, not going to do it. And he backed out. He canceled it. So how does he have no opportunities that he can't branch out? He was given an opportunity. He turned it down. He cannot use, I can't get opportunities as an excuse anymore. He turns them down on his own.
Tons of people, hundreds of thousands of people will never check out my content because all they hear is conspiracies about me.
And then he says this, but I thought he doesn't want to expand his business because he's happy with the size of the audience he has right now. But then he tells them, give me engagement, do this, do that. All this stuff is opportunistic fucking talking points. He's only saying this because he's a victim and he's mad. But he will probably forget about this in a day. And he kind of did, because maybe if I have time, I'll watch the podcast he did the following day. But he pretty much just said, I was stressed out, man, but it did piss me off. He didn't apologize to King Be Cruel about it, because why would he apologize? This dude would never apologize. Again, Ichiban apologized to Adachi and Nanba, but this guy, he would never apologize. His apologies are garbage. It's just, I'm sorry you got offended. What kind of apology is that?
Right? What they'll do is now they'll take this actual segment of my podcast out of context and just show, look, Phil abuses his viewers by swearing.
Dude, what kind of context makes that okay, though? Okay, yeah, I showed the beginning of it, where you started being very obnoxious about it. Then I just said people just thought you were cringe. Hey Army shows the chat post that says, this is pretty cringe. And you yelled at him about it. And he's like, so they're gonna take out a context that abuse. Dude, you called him King Bee Bitch. The thing is that no amount of context will make anyone say, that makes sense. Because then guess what he says the next day? Because of behind the scenes someone is getting to me, man. So then explain that then. Explain what's going on behind the scenes that's stressing you out then. You can't just sit there and say it's out of context, but not provide the context if why you snapped was because of behind the scenes factors. If we're not in the know, then you can't be mad that we're not in the know. But you can't just be sitting there and just yelling at chat over menial things like this. Dude. And if you do, then just apologize. But he doesn't apologize. He never did. This dude just abuses people and never feels bad about it. That is kind of thing that gets me the most. The most! The dude who demands to get apologies. You should apologize to me. Apologize to me. But when he has outbursts like this, and all this shit that can be taken this way, he never once feels the need, maybe I should apologize. Or that he says, I'm feeling stressed out. He only apologizes ahead of time, but that's not meaningful because no one knows the scope of how you'll react, and it's so fucking ridiculous. Because the days he says that, he doesn't really go in these little tangents most of the time. But when he doesn't give us the warning, and he goes on this, then how should we react? And King Be Cruel, I believe, got banned eventually in that same podcast. But this dude just cannot apologize. He cannot. He cannot.
Instead of actually showing the reason I'm doing it. That people are mistreating me, that people are being horrible to me and my family and everyone else. And then when I finally call it out, oh my God, look, in the game it's happening just like what happened with me. Oh, that's so cringe that he would say that. He'd think he's such a big egotistical.
Look how mad he got over this. And it is kind of egotistical. The reason why people said it was egotistical was literally, it was what? Fucking 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Oh, like, the beginning of it? He probably would have gotten away with that, but it got more and more obnoxious and cringy because he was like, are they punking me? Did I download the wrong game, man? All this shit. All this was just nothing but cringe. And then people were like, oh yeah, this is kind of cringe. And he gets this mad. He gets this mad about it. Because again, he wasn't just saying, oh, I can relate to this. I see what's going on. I get it, man. Like, you know, it's really fucked up that this could happen. Again, the beginning half of it, he could have gotten away with. But the rest of it just got more and more cringy. And look, he could have at least said, look, I get why you're saying it's cringe. I'm just saying that this, that. Or he could have just ignored it. If he genuinely believed what he said and was secure about it, he could just ignore it. People can say I'm cringe about a lot of stuff I fucking do. I fucking don't care anymore. Like, there is a time when I was like, oh fuck, am I being too cringe? But then it's like, you know, fuck it, you know? Embrace it, fuck it, you know? Like, I make a lot of dumb shit posts online. Sometimes it's whatever. But it's like, look, I'm gonna just be who I am. And you know what? You either ride with me or you die with me. You know, it's a ride or die mentality. Oh my God, hold on. You know what? Hold on. Hold the phone. I'm gonna try to get the Steam Deck. Alright. Let's see. Damn it, it's not... I have to re-add it. Hold on. We're almost there. We're almost there, man.
Are you gonna boo-hoo? Or are you gonna yeehaw? Alright, you gonna boo-hoo or you gonna yeehaw? You gonna boo-hoo or yeehaw?
How is it ego-fucking-tistic to state a fact?
A fact!
You fucking buffoon. You are so dumb. Just because you don't like someone doesn't mean that when they state a fact, the fact is wrong. That means you're an idiot. You understand?
You're an idiot.
There are a lot of people on this planet I don't like, but they say true things sometimes, and you better wise the fuck up and listen. Or shut up about it, because no one cares about you and your drama community on the internet. There is an entire culture of stuff on the internet based on this level of hatred, based on this level of hearsay and tabloid bullshit, and it's ruining people's lives, and mine is one.
But again, okay, but I got a question though. What is the context? Like, you're stating a fact about like how you feel about the game, correct? Okay. But why can't someone say it's cringe? Like, what? Like, how is it not cringe? Because it happened? I mean, things happen that are pretty cringy. Like, come on.
There is literally no fucking reason whatsoever that I should not be in the Twitch partner program. Zero. I never did a damn thing.
Now, it's really funny how he's saying this, but shouldn't he be happy? Think about it. Think about it. He has said how Twitch has fallen downhill and now it's a bathtub streamer thing, whatever the fuck. You should be happy, man. Think about it.
Deserve that treatment. But a campaign of slander was held against me, And those idiots at Twitch, as unprofessionally stupid as they fucking are, said, oh, we don't want to deal with this drama, so we'll just remove him from the partner program. We won't ban him from the site, because I literally didn't do anything wrong. But as we remove him from the program, now we have no liability. People keep complaining about this guy, right?
But if that's the case, though, like, see, it kind of falls flat when he still has a Twitch channel. Like, he still has a platform on that site, and they gave him a path to affiliate, and he can go back to being a partner. So they did this to cover their ass so no one can complain. It's meaningless when he has a path to go back to being a partner. Like, he literally has a path, and he could probably do it. He could probably become a partner again. But he just doesn't want to, because he would have to sit through, to no pay to funny pay, because being affiliate is a funny payment system. You have to sit through that to get back to the partner program, which again, he said is shit. So many times has he begged streamers to leave Twitch to go to YouTube. So I don't know why he's like bemoaning this, but he could go back. Like, it makes no sense, because if that's the case, then, you know, why didn't they remove your channel? Because you still having a channel leaves them open to still get complaints about you, dumbass.
So, yeah, it's happened to me 100% concretely. By the way, it's on Kiwi Farms.
Again, Ichiban cannot go back to Hello Work. He's unemployed in the game. DSP is still employed, technically, through YouTube.
They did it years ago. They posted up all around Kiwi Farms about it. All the evidence was always there.
So, okay, now I have another question, another follow-up question, correct? If the evidence is on Kiwi Farms, then why can't we know about who sent it, who saw it, who was the Twitch staffer that leaked it to him or whatever? Because he told us, right?
Someone told me that he worked at Twitch. I don't want to, say who did it because he might get in trouble, man. That the trolls sent a packet of hate. A package of hate to them.
All this stuff, but if it's all on Kiwi Farms, then why not tell us, correct?
People want to ignore it. When there's evidence of all the horrible things that have happened to me, oh, that doesn't exist. That never happened. No. But anytime that I do something, evidence was always there, is that people want to ignore it. When there's evidence of all the horrible things that have happened to me, oh, that doesn't exist.
When did this happen? The only time people say it doesn't exist is when it's like stuff that the only source we have is just DSP, and DSP's like information is like, something happened to me that's really fucked up and it's bad and it's stupid and crazy. Like that's it. Like, he tells us every day something fucked up happens to them every day behind the scenes. But we have no evidence of this. No one's talked about this as far as I know. The only thing that people talked that happened behind the scenes technically was, I think someone was trying to fill out divorce papers in their names. And that's it. And it's like, and that died within like a day. And people were just like, yeah, this is stupid. Like, shit like that. The Comcast stuff happened. Now, imagine, right? If the dude at Comcast never fucking bragged about it, right? Let's all assume, right, that the dude never made a Kiwi Farms account to discuss it. And it was just happening. And DZ just said, dude, I know that this happened. Like, it's just massive nonsense. It's really coincidental. Because the stuff that happened to him that's fucked up is seen. The swatting happened. No one has said it didn't happen. People acknowledge the swatting happened. People acknowledged the Comcast thing happened. People acknowledged the bankruptcy happened because he talked about it. But that's like, you know, whatever. It's a business thing. People acknowledge that he got kicked out of the partner program. It's just why? It's anyone's guess, honestly. You know, all this stuff it ranges from stuff that has happened and all this to ambiguous stuff that has happened to ambiguous stuff that ambiguously happened. Like, that's the range, and the most ambiguous stuff you get is from him, because he's not gonna tell us what happens behind the scenes that the trolls do to fuck up his life, but no one knows what they did. It's really coincidental. So again, and this dude is like, you should be more critical on what you hear. So I'm being more critical. Why should we just believe him 100% when we shouldn't believe trolls 100% either? It goes both ways with this. But I like, even with the WWE champion stuff, if you take that out, just ignore that for a second. And look at the bank leaks. The bank leaks have all this information that aligns with him. And you could even argue, let's even say, correct, that let's just say that the bank leaks were fake. Oh wow, the bank leaks were fake the whole time. Whoa. That still doesn't mean he doesn't waste money, because he wasted money on expensive versions of games he didn't need to buy. He bought Street Fighter 6 2 times. He bought like one fight stick he didn't need. Like, he actually did not need to get the Obsidian, because the fight stick that I have, the Rap 4, whatever the fuck, that can work on PS5 games because it's a licensed accessory. So he bought another one because he wants the catalog of fight sticks, whatever. He doesn't spend any money into the business, as seen when he got the mini PC. He didn't even buy that. So even the stuff that the trolls say about him, we don't need the bank leaks to say that. We could say he wasted money even without the bank leaks, because he also complains about DoorDash the whole time, which is expensive. He doesn't need DoorDash. He could get into a car and go to a restaurant and pick up their food. You could do that. But no, he needs DoorDash. All this stuff. Like, you can just say he wastes money. You don't need the bank leaks. You don't even need that. So this fucking dude is saying all this stuff as if the trolls are working really hard to say this stuff, when you don't need to. You don't need to work really hard to say that this dude blows opportunities. He gets a big windfall of money and it goes out the door immediately. All that Team Ico Gamer memberships went to Cat's Xbox Series S, which technically she didn't even need, because she had a job at Fred Meyer, whatever the fuck, that she could spend that money on this Xbox Series S, because he's also paying money on bills and shit. Like, it just doesn't really jive when you listen to just him. When you listen to just Phil, you can still sit there and say this dude wastes money. But no, the trolls are making stuff up, man.
That never happened. No. But anytime that I do something even slightly wrong, oh, here you go. Here's all the evidence of everything Phil's ever done wrong in his 15 plus years on the internet.
This is like fucking insane. He just says it's slander, right? Correct? But then he says that if he did something wrong, there's evidence of him doing wrong for 15 years. But this dude cries when we just go off our memory and we say stuff that, like, in passing, whatever the fuck. But when we show receipts, oh, that's fucked up. What are you talking about then?
That's not how it fucking works. That's not fair. You're a bunch of bitches.
Now, I love that this dude brings up fairness when he literally has berated his chat about life isn't fair. Yeah, man, life isn't fair. Okay, life isn't fair. I agree, right?
One of you's a little coward. Really, you're all nobodies. The people who do that shit. You're fucked up.
Imagine this mad over nobodies.
You're broken in the fucking head. Every one of you.
Dude, you're literally getting into a rant, a 20-minute rant over a dude saying this is pretty cringe. We're the mentally broken ones when you're going through a rant over being told you're cringe.
Are you gonna boohoo or are you gonna yeehaw? Alright, you gonna boohoo or are you gonna yeehaw? You gonna boohoo or yeehaw?
Bitch ass content creators out there. Well, all you do is talk shit about people all day and you call it the news. You're the most worthless humans on earth. Right now, if you all had fingers snapped away by Thanos,
and yet again told us that if we all died, everyone would be happy. Very positive.
No one would care.
Thanos?
You're all replaceable. Every one of you has nothing to add concretely to this planet. Nothing positive. You're nothing but a blight.
Man.
Finger snapped away by Thanos. no one would
I'll
care.
promise.
You're all
This dude loves quoting Marvel. Loves cape shit. He eats it up.
replaceable. Every one of you has nothing to add concretely to this planet, nothing positive.
Again, what have you added to society, to this planet? Like, it's so lame that this dude wants to add worth to people. Like, fuck you, man.
You're nothing but a blight on the fucking planet. You're a big hemorrhoid on all of our fucking asses who are trying to make a positive living and help people on this planet. You're the...
Again, what's he doing to help people? What's he doing? What is he doing?
problem. Not us, the ones who you abuse. You're the fucking problem. Get it? If you go away, the world's a better place. I want you to think about that.
Dude, you could really say that about anyone. It doesn't mean it's less toxic. I mean, because again, imagine being told, right, that the world will keep on spinning even after you die. No shit, right? But this dude is saying the world will be a better place. Like, okay, man, whatever. And this is the guy that like says all this shit. Like, I mean, you don't have to think hard. This dude.
Now, I'm allowed to say whatever the fuck I want. Especially when...
Again, he's being this mad. Okay, but if you can say whatever the fuck you want, then we can say whatever the fuck we want. Like, this dude is acting as if King Be Cruel, like, intercepted his, like, fucking stream and started talking on his stream or whatever the fuck. Dude, like, anyone could say whatever the fuck. Welcome to the internet.
Facts. Alright? The plot of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is incredibly similar to my life in that regard. The main characters are harassed by people on the internet. Made up...
No, that's not fully true. Actually, it was one of them. It was just Ichiban. Because Adachi probably, in my opinion, could get another job if he wanted to. He probably could. Same with Nanba. Because the only reason why they were fired was because Ichiban gave them the connections. But that doesn't mean that they can't get all their jobs. Because again, the video that was spread in the game only focused on Ichiban. Think about that.
Slander campaigns. They have no means to defend themselves, and now their whole world is in shambles. And that's what the plot's going to be, is exploring what are they going to do to try to figure out what really happened. Where did the misinformation come from? Can they figure it out, right? Now, I'm willing to bet that the rest of the game is not going to be a lengthy court case where they sue the parties for slander or defamation or whatever it may be, because I always get those two confused, right? I'm going to guess they're going to go on a wild...
But the thing is, you can't, like, it's misreporting or whatever the fuck, but a reporter can correct an inaccuracy or whatever. Like, because that happens in news all the time, so there has to be a way. I'd assume for a reporter to say something that may be wrong, and then they can correct it. I'm pretty sure there's a way, because I'm pretty sure this isn't a new thing for reporters to go through. You know what I mean?
Ride to Hawaii, and they're going to beat the shit out of people.
Let's go back.
Slander or defamation or whatever it may be, because I always get those two confused, right? I'm going to guess they're going to go on a wild ride to Hawaii, and they're going to beat the shit out of people. If only I could do that. If only right now I could buy a plane ticket.
Why would they need to go to Hawaii to fix something that's happening in Japan? Think about that. Like,
and fly to Hawaii and beat the shit out of people in the streets, and it would solve my problems. But sadly, that's not reality, and that's why this is a video game and not my life story. See? That's the difference. So, I am very much looking forward to the rest of this game and having fun with it with all of you and turning it into a lengthy, chill playthrough. Okay? And yes, I'm going to make these parallels over the course of the game, and if you don't like it, you can literally suck my scrotum. Because it doesn't matter what you...
I love that this is a part of the playthrough now. I will make these comparisons. Like, it's gonna be like a fucking feature.
Your opinion is, it's a fact. Fuck off.
Wait, what?
Parallels over the course of the game, and if you don't like it, you can literally suck my scrotum. Because it doesn't matter what your opinion is, it's a fact. Okay. Fuck off. Okay.
Okay.
I want to say thank you for yesterday, because yesterday was a great streaming day. The streams were well supported. I need to keep that momentum going over the course of this weekend into next week. This is the last week of the month for me. And this month is not going good. All right, to give you, comparison here, my memberships are so low now because everyone got a gifted membership that
what's really funny about this membership nonsense? The true comedy in all of this is that we will never know the real number. He will not tell us the real number anymore. Like that's the funny thing. He's gonna say, "Oh, blame the trolls, man." But all that's funny about it is like, he probably is gonna get like what 400 to 500 memberships on average or whatever. So like, what's really low? Because again, a lot of the memberships he got before Argentina invaded was like gifted. He got a lot of gifted memberships just over time from Wales. So like, it's gonna be really low because of that. Like, this is the other thing, and this might be, I might make another video about this, maybe if I remember to or whatever the fuck. But the thing that's really funny about this YouTube revenue situation is that I don't know how genuine it is, because he tells us that the ad revenue is low in January, so that already dipped. Memberships are low, but again, like, I'd assume traditionally memberships kind of dry up in January anyway, because again, it's not a giving season. So like, how is this surprising? It's just really, really weird to hear like, oh, this membership revenue is really hurting me. But it's like, you never got that many gifted members in January anyway, unless it's from OIC.
Get paid for. I have lost, I wish this was an exaggeration, over $1,500 now that I should have made this month. I have not made.
Now, is that including the clown gifted memberships, like how much they should have been worth, or just like genuine memberships that are not renewing? But again, a lot of the gifted memberships he was getting never renewed. So it's really funny that this is like a concern now, when this has always been the case.
It says it right in my statistics. It says, here's what you made last month, and here's where you are this month. You've lost.
Yeah, because he got a lot of gifted memberships in December, because it's the season of giving. This dude is an idiot. Anyone with a business degree should be able to understand December's probably going to be the best month you'll make, and then you're going to have a dip in January. He says that all the time. And then when it happens, he's like, what? A dip?
Lost $1,500 in member revenue because no one became a member and no one.
And this is the other thing. This is another Theo theory. I feel every time there's like a troll situation that happens, he always says the revenue's low, and then the month after, he's back on top again. So I'm gonna be very curious to see what's gonna happen in February when he talks about the March paycheck, and then after that, because I guarantee he's not gonna be saying this shit anymore unless something else happens.
Renewed because everyone just got a free one. Okay, so.
But can't people who get a free membership pay for a real membership while they have a free one, so they could pay in advance?
How can you help with that? Support the streams in another way. If you were someone who was going to get a membership and you got one for free from a troll, please support in another way. Super chat or super thanks, well appreciated. A legit membership or gifted membership to someone else, those still count. Or a tip. Any of that will help a ton. All right? If you can, please support in some way. I really need to have a good end of the month. And
why?
It sucks that
why does
it looks
he need
like
a good end of the month? Why does he deserve one? Like, he says that, oh, you're not entitled to stuff and this and that, but he says he needs a good end to the month. Why? Why does he need a good end? Like, what? Why?
I'm being massively negatively affected by these idiots now, right? And I don't know how I could fix it. This is not a fixable situation. This is a problem YouTube has to repair. And the thing is, I know that as we get further into the year, with different game releases and also with ad revenue increasing, because ad revenue is going to go up again, right?
So then, like, just grin and bear it, stupid. Like, this is so dumb. Just again, another problem that's solved by waiting. another problem.
It's gonna be all right, but this is a terrible month. I
And
can't
again,
be
this dude has 3 channels that have ad revenue. Come on.
that much money, and then I gotta try to pay all my bills and shit. It's like, oh, this is not gonna be good. So again, anything you can do to help.
This is like prime piece of piece video. Piece of piece. If he really like wanted to waste time, if he was just truly just bored, he just had nothing to do. He was just sitting at home like, you know, nothing's happening. Whatever. He could probably do a video going over the finances in January and of his super chats and see if it really did fall off or whatever. You know what I mean?
Greatly appreciated. I'm not going to sit here and talk about it all day on stream.
I mean, piece of
I hate
piece
even
probably
bringing
has
it
a
up,
life.
but it's just a
You know
reality
what I mean?
that these fuckers messing around here have really hurt me in a bad way, and it sucks because right now no one was expecting this to happen, right? So you can't really blame anyone but the fuckers.
But again, he can expect revenue to dip through ads, and then like he could assume no one's gonna renew because again, how many gifted subs went to renew? How many? Like usually 0.
System, and of course YouTube for being lazy idiots who don't fix anything. There's nothing I can really do about this. It really stinks. Mr. Responsible says, yes, but how does this compare to last year? I'm down $1,500. What don't you understand?
How does this compare to last year? Now, if I was Mr. Responsible, I would have asked, how does it compare to last January? That would be the key term, because last year is open for the whole year. DSP just said that $1,500 thing was last month. It was a dip from last month. Dude was asking last year. He could mean last January, because last January was also after the Christmas season. Whatever.
Yes, there's always usually a dip. Every year there's a dip this month that's expected because the ad revenue goes like this. My problem is I always have member revenue, and I literally have no member revenue right now. Nothing. Every member, except for the Ultra members, there's like 2 of them. Almost all the memberships are fake. Everyone got gifted a fake membership. So I'm getting paid for nothing right now.
Getting paid for nothing.
And, you know, how am I supposed to operate a business based off of that? 1 month you're doing everything right, and everything's going well, and you make this much. The next month, you're doing everything right. In fact, you're being told things are great. Keep going. You made way less. Well, I didn't do anything. I didn't change anything. I didn't fuck up.
Whatever.
This is
it's
people
really
committing.
just like when you look at the YouTube analytics, if they just say it's up for whatever reason, they'll give you the green colors, and they're like, oh yeah, good. But that doesn't really mean much. It's just fucking analytics, and I feel a lot of the YouTube analytics is designed in a way they will tell you if it's down, sure, but I also think it kind of gives you a little positive spin on some things. I don't know. Like when I look at my analytics, I just kind of don't care because it's like, man, it says I'm doing good, but again, I could upload anything and it may not do good. I don't know. Like I stopped caring about them.
Horrible things towards me, and you know they don't care. They don't give a fuck. They think it's funny because again, anyone who can get away with this shit on the internet, right?
Right?
They're losers. So that's what I mean. This fucking abuse that I go through every day. But oh, it's the meme. It's the meme that he says it's like this. It's like the fuck you.
Fuck you,
no,
man.
These things happen to me and my family every day, and
no one is saying that it didn't happen. They're just saying it's kind of cringe to like brag about how you're like the game. Like it's really fun, fucking goofy. It's kind of as goofy as people who have waifus, right, man? Like the way he talks about waifus is kind of how people are talking about him and how he talks about the game. Really funny.
Real.
Again, as I said earlier, it's really funny. He exemplifies a lot of the behavior that he mocks. He mocks people who have waifus. He mocks people who go to hostess clubs. But he has the same fixations about virtual shit. He can't wait to go to Hawaii and Like a Dragon to see the food and the culture there. Like, he learns about the culture through video games. And he's sitting there in his little like, gamer chair saying, these people who play these anime games and waifus and this, they're just lonely people. And it's like, you're assuming a lot of negativity for people who might have a waifu. And they may not even say that seriously. But this dude is sitting there like, I can't wait to go to Hawaii. Oh, the food, man. But, dude, you're not going to be able to eat the food. It's all in the game, stupid.
So, it's not a meme. Maybe your life's the joke in the fucking meme because you're the one sitting there behind your computer or your mobile device laughing at someone else because you're a fucking loser nobody. And no one gives a fuck about you laughing at a meme. These people fuck with me every day and I'm tired of it. You know, I really am. I'm tired of this shit. I've had enough.
It's time to push back, right?
So,
how's that
again,
for an analogy?
if you could, please support the streams this month. All right? This week, actually. There's this last week. This is it. This is the last chance. Then it hits the reset button when we hit February. And you got to hope for the best. Got to hope that February overall is a strong month because I can't have constant, ongoing months that are way low because of this bullshit.
I love that it's constant months. Then on other days, it's constant days. You can have days, you can have weeks, you can have months. What can he have? Because it seems like he could have slow weeks. It's just he can't have slow months. But he could have a good month, but he can't have slow days. But he can have slow days if the week is good, but he can't have a good month if the month is bad. What?
So again, anything is appreciated. All right, guys? Okay.
I think that's gonna be it. But let's do a vibe check on Dispa Gaming. Is he doing another rant? Is he going crazy? He is playing Like a Dragon. A game that everyone hates. Oh, sweet, new segment.
But the point here is that, you know, they've already... Step one, get your game out there for people who are early adopters and get the word out. Oops, we already ruined the whole game for everybody instantly. Just imagine that. You boot the game up and it unlocked all the cutscenes and someone just says, what's this? And they press it. Oh, it's the end of the game. How could you be so... Like, no, I'm serious. I think this is the end of Rocksteady, and I don't want to say that because I love Rocksteady as a game developer. I have no idea what the management at that company has been doing for the last 5 to 7 years.
This
but
is
it's
the
nothing
gaming
good. They
segment.
fucked up. Whoever made these decisions to make a Suicide Squad game, to make it a co-op looter shooter.
I love he says that it's a Suicide Squad game, that as if that's the reason. By the way, like, he can't wear shirts. Look how he wears his collared shirt. Like, you're not supposed to flatten the fucking collar like that. That's not how you wear it.
All these decisions, they should be fired. Get them out of the company and go back to doing what you do best. All anyone wanted was a fucking Superman game. Literally everyone...
Look how mad he is that he's not getting his fucking stupid-ass Superman game. Like, dude, I think people rather wish Rocksteady did something original. But they can't. Sad day.
Said when they finish with Arkham Knight, what's next? Make a Superman game. No, they made shit. They made a big dog turd, and now they're going to go out of business. I don't want that to happen, but I'm telling you, how do you recover from something like this? Right?
Why don't they get a second chance? DSP, you want second chances. Why can't they?
I honestly don't think you do. I'm being honest. I think this is the death knell for this company.
Well,
but I guess we'll see what happens.
Downer.
Okay? All right. I'm done talking about spoilers. I will not spoil the plot of the game any further. You can come back to the podcast now, okay?
So,
everyone, welcome back.
You know what? I'm glad you did that, because when he told people to do earmuffs, he never told them to, like, unmute. He just kept talking.
We didn't want spoilers, but wow, what a shit show.
But what's the point of saying no spoilers if they're muted? Whatever. All right.
That's the news for this morning.
That's it.
And I guess what we'll do is we'll do a few shout-outs here, and then we'll continue. Sadly, I see absolutely nothing on the YouTube side. No super chats, no memberships, no super stickers, nothing. I do have a tip here. The first tip of the day is from Sir Ed Sheeran.
Oh my
God. How
God.
about you eat Kansas City food and San Francisco food? I already said no, we're not doing that. My wife is going to make like what do they call it? Like tailgate style party food, only homemade versions of it, and that's what I'm gonna have during that event. So that's what we're having during that event. It's gonna be fun.
I hate the Super Bowl event so much. Oh my God. Let's just go back a little bit. Oh God, no.
A good rallying of support on Saturday the 10th, particularly with tips. That would help me that month with the fact that I know
Where doesn't skip
this
ahead?
would be good news. No, apparently it's awful news for everybody, right?
What's the awful news?
So they lay all these people off, and come to find out as you're trying to listen, who did they actually lay off? Well, listen to this.
Listen to this.
Sledgehammer Games. You know, the company that makes Call of Duty every...
Oh, the company that DSP fucking hates?
In the third year. Lost 30% of their workforce. High Moon Studio lost 10%. Bob lost over 30% of their workforce.
Okay.
Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Raven, Solid State, Beanox, and Demonware also had many. Every Call of Duty team saw a big reduction in staff.
Dude, they're just like Ichiban! Dude, all these people, it's like thousands of Ichibans in the making. Dude, they need to play like a Dragon Infinite, and they can sit there and be like, dude, that's me! It's me! Dude, they need to play that game.
If you don't even know, Toys for Bob is the company that was making the Crash Bandicoot games. They made the remakes, and then they made
but who
Crash
originally
Bandicoot
made
4.
the original games?
They all did well, and then Activision Blizzard told them, stop making Crash Bandicoot, you must make content for Call of Duty instead. And the entire company begrudgingly said, all right, I guess that's the end of our creativity. Instead of us being able to make...
these layoffs, like, they're really fucked up. And I do feel bad for the developers and all the people that got laid off, obviously, but it's so fucked up in the way that, like, they could have probably put out all their games, but the company was like, no, you're making Call of Duty, and it's like, what's the foresight? Like, these companies that come up with these ideas, it's ridiculous. Oh my god, this is supposed to be a DSP video when I'm shitting on fucking Activision for dumb business ideas.
Good games, we just gotta pump out Call of Duty content, and that's what they've been doing for
dumb.
years and years.
Like,
and they just had a third of their workforce.
I can't believe that. That's crazy.
How terrible is that, right?
And like the Crash game
so
got
not
like,
only
good
we told
review,
you can no longer make fun, creative stuff, also now you lose your job. Gee, thanks. So here is the thing. What's happening now is people are becoming afraid that Microsoft is going to do with Call of Duty what they did with Halo. All right? If you don't know,
people loved Halo. He loved
Halo.
Halo
was rife with problems in its development, notably Halo Infinite, because they kept hiring contract workers. What does that mean? It means instead of spending the money to hire a full-time employee, give them set salary, benefits, a stable job.
That happened to the Walking Dead TV series, and it really explains why The Walking Dead fell off a cliff. Like, they had a good workforce for season 1, laid them all off, and then had contractors, I think, for season 2, and that I lost all interest. That killed the show for me. And then like I went to season 4 at some point. I was like, just randomly, I went to a random episode, and I was like, man, I'm glad I dropped this show, and I never went back, never looked back.
Take them onto part of your workforce. They were basically hiring like mercenaries. That's what these contract workers are. You only take them on for one project. They're not part of your company. They're just hire-ons. They do a job, and then that's it. You cut them loose. They only get paid during the time period when they're doing the work for that stuff.
What's fucked about this is that there were games that they had someone else work on the game, another company or whatever, and people always hated those games. And then when they were like, okay, we got a sequel coming, we got the original people, everyone lost their shit and all this stuff, and everyone got excited. So, like, that to me is really funny because they have a precedent of like that not working, and now it's like they're doing that again. Like, I mean, it's gonna go in a direction, all right.
And then they let them go. And this is one of the problems that they had with Halo Infinite during its development, is that they had contract workers doing work, and then they would get the work back, and the work was inferior. And they're like, well, we don't like this. Well, then why'd you hire contract workers? If you had people in-house and you could control the work in its development because they're actually employees of your company, that's going to benefit you in droves. Instead of, cut corners, be cheap, right? And hire contract workers and then get inferior results. So what people are looking at...
I guarantee DSP would be the guy that would say, let's lay off people. He would be that guy to save money. I mean, just like he runs his own fucking business.
The history of Halo, and now they're like, wait a minute. They're going to lay off a third of the workforce of everyone making Call of Duty. Are they going to hire out contract workers? Maybe that's what they're going to do. Right? They're trying to cut corners to save money. So cut a third of the workforce, take all that busy work, and put it out to contract workers.
It is so funny that...
So now imagine...
you know what? Not that the workers deserve it. I'm not gonna say the workers deserve being laid off, but the bad shit that's gonna happen to Call of Duty is well earned for fucking Microsoft and these fucking companies that saw Call of Duty as a dynamo. Like, oh yeah, Call of Duty, oh yeah. So seeing that being a potential like sinking ship, it's gonna be kind of funny.
Call of Duty coming out and being completely
But, man,
unpolished
it sucks
and
that for the
wonky.
workers though.
You know, imagine if
I
every
just feel more sad about the companies that were doing actual like good games that were forced to make Call of Duty. That is the true sad story of this of the whole thing, in my opinion.
Call of Duty was like the
And
one
they
from
lose
a
their
few
jobs
years ago,
over it. Like,
Vanguard.
that's just,
Remember how bad
that's
that
just
was?
like salt in the wound.
Imagine if every Call of Duty was like that.
And you know what? It gets me more annoyed that DC is more sad about the Call of Duty stuff than anything else. It is more tragic the fact that like Toys for Bob or whatever was actually making like interesting ideas. Like they were doing the Crash games, they did the Tony Hawk Pro Skater game remaster, whatever the fuck. They were doing some interesting stuff, and then they were like just thrown into Call of Duty, and then they lose their jobs over that. Like that to me is way more fucked up and sad than what's gonna happen to Call of Duty. I don't give a fuck about Call of Duty. But the people who are doing actual interesting games and stuff like that, that is like truly sad.
It's just gonna go right downhill then.
Like, the Call of Duty can fucking rot. But, man.
So, yes, everyone is actually terrified of what's gonna happen. A new CEO for Activision Blizzard was announced this morning. I have no idea who they are.
Oh, he will if something bad happens.
But, you know, I guess we're gonna see how people react to that, because it was literally just announced this morning, like 10 minutes before I went on my show here. So I didn't get to see public opinion on does anyone know who this person is? Are they good or not? Are they from any other industry? I don't know. So
it's Billy Dick.
I guess we'll find out.
Bobby had a secret brother the whole time. A secret twin brother.
Next story. PlayStation has a state of play confirmed for 2 p.m. Pacific time this Wednesday. Well, guess what? I'm playing Baldur's Gate.
That's not his day off! Huh? Usually the episode's day off, so you could brag about it.
So I don't really care. I'll be playing Baldur's Gate on stream. But it's supposed to have updates on over 15 games, including Stella Blade and Rise of the Ronin. Other titles coming to PS5 and PSVR 2, 2024 and beyond. And it's a 40-minute long presentation. So I'm sure, as I'm playing, you guys are probably going to be coming onto the stream to tell me everything that's being announced as I play Baldur's Gate.
Interesting one he wants to skip.
That's fine, but I'm not going to drop everything. I'm not going to drop the Baldur's Gate stream that you guys have wanted all week for a fucking
Yeah.
Making Deus Ex and...
Oh. Okay, I just want to hear the... Oh my god.
Approximately 2 years and laid off an unspecified number of staff at Eidos Montreal. For those who don't know...
Oh my god, more layoffs! Like, dude, okay.
Under Square Enix, like Deus Ex. Prepare yourselves for this one. You ready for this?
Ready for this?
Okay, here we go. Today, if you spent over $100 for the ultra deluxe edition of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Yes.
Okay, DSP cannot mock that game was $100 or over $100 when this dude spent more money on dumb shit. The fucking fighting game adventure he did last summer to go from Xbox to PlayStation was over $100. He bought the expensive version of Like a Dragon. He buys them too. He can't mock game prices. He's the last person that can.
If you took that insane gamble to spend that much money on that game, after all its bad press and everything, you got to play the game early. It unlocks today for those who bought that insanely expensive version of the game. This is what, over a week early? Something like that, right?
Alright, right?
Guess what happened? Are you ready for this? The servers went online, everyone logged in to play the game, and the game said, congratulations on beating the game, and unlocked every story spoiler in the game. So within moments of the game going live...
That is the most fucking poetic thing to happen. Like... I kind of wonder if someone at Rocksteady was not happy and they're like, yeah, fuck this. Watch this.
Entire plot of the game is online.
Wait a second. Is it on? See, okay. So when they click the button, do they see the ending, or is it that someone played it and they put the whole thing online? Which is it?
And to make matters worse, are you ready? I'm going to spoil it. So if you don't want to be spoiled on the game, it's already all over the internet. I didn't want to be spoiled on it. All I did was click on the topic and immediately the plot was spoiled.
Okay, sure, buddy.
So I'm going to spoil it. If you don't want to hear plot spoilers, cover your ears right now.
Earmuff mode.
I'll talk about it for a minute or two, and then I'm going to stop. In fact, here's what I'll do. When I'm done.
Okay, I'm just gonna like skip it. I want to know
in the game
I want Phil
called
to explain it to
Suicide
me.
Squad: Kill the Justice League.
Because I'm assuming this is gonna be a wild assumption. They don't kill the Justice League, and they find a way to unbrainwash them. I guarantee that's the plot twist. Because who honestly thought they were gonna kill the Justice League? Think about it. Think about it.
The Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. They actually do it. By the end of the game, they've murdered the entire Justice League. And that's the end of the game. They beat them and save the world.
He's lying.
Now, I want you to think about that.
Wait, really? Wait, really?
In what universe, in what multiverse, in what weird dimensional rift would it make sense to have a group of B-team, ragtag...
Dude. Can you get to the point? Do they really kill them?
Shitty-ass reject villains kill the fucking Justice League.
Do they? Come on. Because honestly, if that's...
So, anyway, can you imagine? That's what this game's... So the game...
Okay, if that's good, if that's the ending, then that's a good ending. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Out of all the things of that game, that's a good ending. Because, like, you never would expect it. Because, dude, who expects to kill heroes? That's okay. You know, I'm just gonna say it. That's a pretty good ending. I'm for it. You know, that's a good ending. I mean, come on.
Immediately goes online, is fucked up, ruins everything, and this is supposed to be the new Rocksteady game that you're supposed to be excited for, right?
Like,
anyway,
I mean,
you guys know my take on it. I'm not sold on it, and quite frankly, right now, it's a big skip for me.
That
I don't
ending is
think
good.
I have any intention of buying
I'll be
or playing
honest,
it at
like,
this point. It sounds like
I'm
a
just
big
gonna watch.
fucking
I'm
dud.
just gonna watch the
From
cutscenes
everything
on
we've seen and
YouTube.
heard, now they're fucking up at the early launch. Sounds like I'm not gonna waste my time.
I'm just gonna watch the cutscenes. That sounds like a really cool ending.
But the point here is that, you know, they've already... Step one, get your game out there for people who are early adopters and get the word out. Oops, we already ruined the whole game for everybody instantly.
Okay.
Just...
Now let's do an actual vibe check.
Would have made sense, but I don't know. You know, I think I made the right choice overall. All in all, with all the things that have happened over the years, the 10 years now that I've lived here, I think I definitely made the right choice of where to live.
Okay.
Right?
Right? I don't know. I mean, he can't go to Seattle anymore. The crime. But it's a good place, though. I mean, sure.
Oh, these are real paintings behind me. Someone's actually asking. This is a real painting. This is actually paint on canvas behind me. These are paintings that I bought at gaming conventions. This is actually beads. This is actually beads that are like made and then pasted onto a painted background here. This is all canvas. This is artwork that I bought at gaming conventions over a decade ago.
Okay, you know what? Enough of this. Thanks for watching this video. I did a little overtime for you guys, so I did sacrifice time for you, definitely. But it's fine.
Quest for booty. Are you gonna boohoo?
But, you know, it happens. We all have fun here. We just have fun here. This is what we're all about. We just have fun here. But I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that may be. But maybe when you see this video, I might be live on Twitch. I think today's Monday, January 29th, so I do have a big Bun Game Club tonight. So maybe I'll be there. Who knows? But whatever. Thanks for watching. Hope to see ya when I see ya. Bye-bye.
Time to skedaddle on out of here.
Wait. Bye.